Yeah.
So,
Shuttle.
same kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, better hardware.
Not as smooth. 1, 2. One, two. There we go. Everyone's like, what's going on? All right, and welcome to our live coverage of the final events of the ARKYD Kickstarter campaign. I'm sitting next to Chris Lewicki, who is the President and Chief Asteroid Miner of Planetary Resources.
Happy to be with you here this afternoon, Ben. This is going to be an exciting day.
It's going to be epic.
It's going to be epic. We got a lot planned, a lot of exciting things, a lot of zaniness, a lot of science, a little bit of torture, a little bit of intrigue. We're here in the Charles Simonyi Space Gallery in the Museum of Flight in Seattle. Thank you to our hosts. Thank you to Spacevidcast for the webcast and the fun we're going to have in the next 4 hours here.
Well, it's our pleasure. We couldn't miss this. This is this is the first citizen science space telescope, right? I mean, this has not ever been done before.
This is uncharted territory, what we're doing, and it's been so exciting to see the 16,856 people who have pledged their support for ARKYD, the space telescope to everyone, making this available to everyone who pledged and everyone in the public.
This is going to be, well, it's going to be a fun, what is it, 4 hours?
4 hours.
4 hours.
So it is 3 p.m. Pacific. We're going to go through to the close of our Kickstarter campaign. You will lose the opportunity to get in on space selfies, private astronomy, memberships of the Planetary Society, education. All that closes down in 4 hours from now at 7 p.m. Pacific tonight. So we're hoping that in the next 4 hours we can get where we're at right now. We're at 1.395 million. We're $4,000 away from reaching our beta selfie stretch goal.
And tell me, what is the beta selfie stretch goal?
So beta selfies, this is clean room selfies. You get one in space, and of course the selfie is the, we'll take one right now. Selfie is one of these. Here we go. All right.
I missed. I almost had my, what is that, the blue steel?
Here we go.
There you go.
So we'll take that picture, put it on our spacecraft, display it on the outside as we orbit the Earth at thousands of miles an hour, and take our picture over the beautiful Earth and return that back to your cell phone. But the beta selfies, if we get another $4,000 into the campaign and go to Kickstarter.com, search for ARKYD, ARKYD, and pledge, and if we get $4,000 more next year, when we first get our spacecraft together, we will actually do your first selfie from our clean room as the engineers are putting the spacecraft together.
So 4 hours to get $4,000. It seems very, very doable.
Oh,
we just did it. We did it right there within 5 minutes of the webcast.
Yeah, you're very well done, sir. Yeah.
Well, I can start.
Thank you, everyone out there. So we've just passed our second stretch goal of the campaign. Of course, at $1 million, everyone who pledged to get us there last week, we're able to offer this project to the public. Thank you very much for that. We passed $1.3 million yesterday, and with that, we're adding in a second ground station to be able to get this data back faster, to be able to get more science, more selfies, and just more rapid returns on this. And now that we've passed $1.4 million, we'll be able to give everyone a second selfie from the spacecraft as it wakes up in the clean room.
So what is the goal now? So we've reached 1.4 million. What's the next stretch goal after this?
So our next stretch goal, and actually I should mention, we actually reduced all of our stretch goals today by $100,000.
Okay.
Because just this morning we announced that a night of the round table. He's holding
now we've got everyone off camera dancing.
Dancing, of course, yeah. So Sir Richard Branson actually joined us very recently as a member of our core investor group, and he was so excited about the ARKYD and the campaign that we were doing that he wanted to make this get us closer to our goals. He pledged $100,000. So what we did as a result of that, we didn't put that directly into Kickstarter. What we did is we reduced all of our goals. So the 1.5 became 1.4. We just crossed it. The next goal that's out there is at $1.6 million, another $199,000. We're going to do a project that I'm extremely excited about. This is the Asteroid Zoo.
Tell me about the Asteroid Zoo.
So Asteroid Zoo, Zooniverse is a project that's led by Dr. Chris Lintott. And they have 18 different zoos, and this is all about citizen science, getting people to look through data, whether it's NASA data, some of it from the oceans, some of it looking at our planet, some of it looking at galaxies. And what we're going to do is take 15 terabytes of data, and we're going to let the public look through this data searching for new asteroids.
Wow.
But that's something that we can't do unless we get to $1.6 million a day. I hope by the end of the day we can pass that one, and then I'll talk about our last stretch goal.
Absolutely.
Which I'd say at this point it's a stretch.
Well, it's possible. You know, when you look at Kickstarter campaigns, they start really high, right? You have that initial like huge investment, and then they just drop off for a long amount of time, and then the very last moments, the moments right now that you're watching live, that's where they kick right back up at the very, very end, and you can do some pretty amazing things. And I think right now is the time. Tweet your friends, put it out on the social media, tell people to not only tune in and watch, but also pledge for the ARKYD Space Telescope. Where does the name ARKYD come from?
ARKYD. So, a fan of Star Wars, may the Force be with you. F, of course, equals MA, F being Force. And I'll be featuring a number of geeky t-shirts throughout the day today. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Episode 5.
I don't know. You tell me.
Open scene on the ice planet Hoth. You remember what was there? It was an Imperial probe droid.
Sure.
So
it's been a long time since Star Trek, not Star Wars.
You need to go back and watch Star Wars again.
Or maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
So the opening scene there was a Viper Model 101 Imperial probe droid, and the company that made that Imperial probe droid was ARKYD Industries. And ARKYD Industries, before they worked for the Empire, was a manufacturer of probe droids that scouted the solar systems for resources. So
that is a clever name.
That's how we named our company initially before we announced Planetary Resources right here a year ago. And now, like suburbs, you know, you rip up the trees, name the streets after them. We're now Planetary Resources, but we name our spacecraft ARKYD.
All right, so we've talked about the spacecraft. We've actually got the Kickstarter video itself.
Yes.
Let's take a quick peek at that, because that describes what you're doing, what's going on, and it gives us a chance to grab some water. So
yeah,
we're going to do that. Here you go.
Hi, Kickstarter. I'm Chris Lewicki, President and Chief Engineer at Planetary Resources. In addition to mining asteroids, we came up with another big idea.
An idea to bring space within reach for everyone. One that will transform the way that we interact with our cosmos and our own planet.
And here it is, the world's first crowd-funded space telescope for you to control. Members on our engineering team have built every U.S. lander sent to Mars in the last 15 years. We know how to put stuff into space.
Operating a rover on another planet was an incredible experience, one that not many have had. I would like to share that experience with as many people as possible, and I can do that with the ARKYD.
Not only will you be able to join the search for potentially hazardous asteroids, examine distant galaxies, or inspect our own solar system, you will be able to send a picture of yourself into space for the entire universe to see. As part of our mission to identify and mine asteroids, we've made every aspect of the spacecraft smaller and more efficient than previous space observatories. The ARKYD has a comparatively large main optic, deployable solar panels, specialized communications antenna, onboard screen, and a camera arm so it can take pictures of itself orbiting the Earth.
I think the ARKYD 100 project really kind of embodies this idea of human beings exploring the perimeters of possibility. This is what we do. We are wonder junkies. Support the ARKYD 100 project.
For $25, the team will display the image of your choice on the ARKYD Space Telescope, snap a photo of it with the Earth in the background, and send it to you. Yeah, $25, and you get your picture on display in outer space with the Earth as the backdrop. Things like this emphasize the reality of what we're doing here. This project bridges the gap between the Earth's surface and outer space, both physically and psychologically. All of us down here are going to be doing something together up there.
We'll be developing a web and mobile platform so you can upload and receive your photos, get updates on the progress of the satellite, and see the countdown timer until launch. Donate your time on the telescope to science, or use the telescope to take your own photo of the moon, another planet, or deep space. There's so many opportunities for science, education, and creativity. That's why we want to get this into people's hands.
If I could have a young person here and say, would you like to take a picture of Mars with a telescope that's in space now? Would you like to see what you can find that nobody else has found before? That gets somebody involved, interested and excited about what they can do, not about what somebody else does.
With the ARKYD, we'll go beyond test scores and inspire the next generation's passion for discovery and exploration.
Hi, I'm Laura Danley, curator of Griffith Observatory.
I'm Paul Hoffman. I'm the CEO of Liberty Science Center.
Hi, I'm Nicole Small with the Pro Museum in Dallas.
Hi, I'm David Mosita, the president of the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago, and our members would love.
We are so excited.
We're very excited.
We would love for the people of Los Angeles and around the world to have access to an orbiting space observatory.
A space telescope freely available to the world is simply revolutionary. What I really like about it is how it will show the world that space is accessible.
We have students waiting in the wings to use this telescope. The picture is an amazing cool factor, and I have absolute confidence that this will draw student interest from all over the world.
I would love to get a picture of myself in space.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Just be like, hey man, I have a picture of myself in space. Do you have that?
I wish I could have taken a photo of myself in space when I was a kid.
I'm excited to back this ARKYD Space Telescope Kickstarter project, which will help average citizens just like us explore the cosmos around us.
If things go well for the ARKYD 100 telescope, you could have it on orbit and you could tell it where to go. So think about it. Start kicking for science.
So that's our plan. While our primary mission is to prospect and mine asteroids, we also want to inspire a new generation about space and all of its potential. We've come a long way, but we need your support to get this idea off the ground. Make your pledge and join us as we invent the future.
So Chris, tell me a little bit about what we can expect to see today over the course of the next 4 hours.
So we've got a whole bunch of stuff jam-packed into the last 3 hours and 47 minutes of our campaign. On the bottom of every hour at 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, we'll be announcing special things for people who are watching the live stream. Hello, everyone out there. Things to enhance your pledge, opportunities that we'll have. At the top of the hour, we'll bringing in new guests. So stay tuned. In about 45 minutes, Bill Nye the Science Guy will be joining. We have contest winners that we're going to announce. Folks who have won the t-shirt contest, folks who have won the video and education and science contest, and just a bunch of other cool things. I want to actually point out we're at 1.404 right now.
Wow.
When we get to 1.45 million, we've got a little surprise. It's kind of waiting back there. It's a Tesla cannon.
Oh man.
Yeah, oh man is right.
Oh man.
Yeah, oh man is right. That thing hurts.
Yeah, it does.
But it's very exciting to watch. I'll tell you, it's very, very entertaining. So if we get to every $50,000 that we raise during our last 3 hours and 45 minutes here, I'm going to let Bill Nye zap me with a Tesla cannon, or maybe a member of my staff. So stay tuned for that. Let's see if we can get to 1.45 here quickly, and we'll endure.
I will say it's totally worth it. The look on your face, we were testing it earlier, the look on your face when you're zapped with the cannon. I got zapped too, by the way. I'm sure we have video of it. We'll post it on YouTube somewhere. Yeah. Man, it wakes you up.
It smells.
It smells. It definitely smells.
But it's very entertaining.
That it is.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here for the ARKYD. Tell us a little bit about some of the levels that we've got. Starting all the way at the bottom, right?
All right, so Kickstarter, everyone who's here has probably heard of Kickstarter by now. If you're a backer, thank you very much. But if you're not, it's really pretty easy. What we do is we give you product or a service or a reward for various levels that you pledge. And you can pledge as little as $1 or as much as 10,000. And we've had, let me just check here and give you a current count. We have had 26 people pledge at the $10,000 level, and overall we've had nearly 17,000 who've backed the campaign. So $1 or $10, you get access to our exclusive website that's really going to be for members only. You'll get the first look at the data that's coming in. You'll be able to actually go along with us as we build the ARKYD and help us make little choices here and there of things that we might do, and you'll just get updates from the team as we go along. But the real action starts at the $25 level. So the $25 level is where you can get your space selfie. And the space selfie is, if everyone knows what a selfie is, it's when you take a picture of yourself with your camera.
Again.
We'll do another one just real quick, just like, I'm going to reverse it.
It's going to be easier on the Space Telescope.
Yeah, it'll be much easier. Here we go. So we'll take that selfie, we'll put that in our spacecraft, and we'll put your face in space for $25. And because we just passed $1.4 million, everyone actually gets two. One while we're in the clean room, when the spacecraft wakes up, and then another one from space. So that's at the $25 level. The next level up, and you can read through all of these, of course, on the Kickstarter website. Either go to our website, planetaryresources.com, follow the links through to the Kickstarter campaign, or the other links that are out there. You can get printouts for a little bit more than the $25 level. We'll send these a nice professionally printed out level. At the $65 level, we actually take a higher resolution selfie. This is the HD. So you have your standard def and you have your HD. The HD takes a bit more data, so it's a little bit higher. But at $65, you get the HD level. But what I really want to call everyone who's watching today, what I want to call your attention to is the $99 level. And this is what we call our Help Find Killer Asteroids and Galaxies level. And today we've really blown this one all out. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that we've added to it. And you were mentioned, you're a backer.
Oh, absolutely. We're a backer a little bit higher than that, but yeah.
And we've actually added things along the campaign based on feedback from backers like you of ways of enhancing this. So first and foremost, the $99 level, you get your HD selfie. We talked about that, but not only are you getting a selfie for yourself, you're actually giving 5 minutes of our main optic telescope time for education, for places like the Museum of Flight, for schools, for universities, for science, like if we get to our $1.9 million stretch goal to study exoplanets. We just announced on Friday, when we had a Google Hangout with John Maver and Richard Garriott, Lord British.
Your Hangouts are awesome, by the way.
They're pretty interesting. These are all archived. You can go check them out. John Maver and Richard Garriott and I had a blast talking about all different kinds of things. But John Maver has a game from Uber Entertainment called Planetary Annihilation. And I can't wait to play this game. It's awesome. I mean, we're all about defending the planet and saving the planet in real life. But when you get to video things, you like to blow things up. So everyone who's pledging at the $99 level will actually get this game, which if you went out and bought it would cost $90. So if you pledge at the $99 level, Uber Entertainment will be throwing that in. You'll get it this fall when it's released. Bill Nye here is, of course, and we're great partners with the Planetary Society. Everyone at the $99 and a level above is getting a Planetary Society membership. And I'm already a Planetary Society member, as I'm sure you are.
Oh, absolutely.
If you already have it, you can gift your Planetary Society membership that should have a Planetary Society membership.
Absolutely.
So you can get your great magazine. We've got a big pile of them here today. Another thing we're going to do, we got a special announcement a little bit later in the day, but at the $99 level, you'll get that. We won't quite tell you what it is yet, but yeah, maybe. We'll see. And then, of course, everyone at the $99 level above, we'll make sure that your images take first, and we'll give you kind of priority treatment in that. So we would like everyone in the campaign to at least be at the $99 level, because it's really everything that we have to offer. So there's a great graphic that's on our Kickstarter webpage that goes through everything that I just explained. And just very briefly to go through the other levels, if you scroll down past making your own paper ARKYD, there's a graphic. This was another one of our Hangouts, Rainn Wilson and Peter Diamandis. I think that he was... I
think he used it to take shots, didn't he?
Well, it was that and a few other things.
Yes.
He was the intergalactic Skylord. I believe
unemployed actor.
Unemployed actor.
Yeah, that was good.
He was very briefly John Krasinski, and also a corn dog lover.
Of course, of course.
But Rainn had a great time, and of course, being from Dunder Mifflin, he helped us fold up one of our paper ARKYDs. So if you'd like to do this, go to the Kickstarter page and download that. You've actually got a printout of one of your. We can show people what that looks like when you print it out.
There you go.
So all you need is a glue stick.
Wait, I think we need to. I think we have the technology.
Yes, there we go. So this is available on the website for free. Just go ahead and download the PDF and All you need is a glue stick to be able to put this together. So just kind of going through the other levels above, at the $200 level, you actually get the opportunity to actually control our spacecraft. And how many times? Everyone, raise your hand if you've controlled a spacecraft in space. Oh, do tell.
I can't. But I have had control of parts of the spacecraft in space. How about that?
Okay.
Does that count?
That does count.
Okay, yes.
But I don't think anyone else back there raised their hands.
No, they didn't.
Except all the people that we have who work for Curiosity and...
Yeah, I had to actually think about what I'm allowed to say on air. I'm like, yeah.
Very intriguing, Ben.
Yes.
Very intriguing.
Well, if you know what my day job is, you can figure out exactly what I did.
All right. So, but if you would like to have this opportunity for yourself, at our private astronomer level at $200, and there's only actually a few of these left. We've got 22 out of 1,000 total that we've made. These are probably going to sell out here pretty soon. But for this, you'll actually get 30 minutes of time on a space telescope. You'll be able to point it anywhere you want, except the sun, and really do astronomy in space with our space telescope. You can use it for looking at Jupiter, you can look at constellations, you can do galactic science.
Galactic science, you have to say it that way.
Galactic science.
There you go.
Low surface brightness galaxies, those type of things. If we're able to get to the $2 million or the $1.9 million stretch goal today, you'll be able to help the search for exoplanets. And we'll also, of course, be using our constellation of spacecraft to go out and discover new asteroids, so you can take part in that as well. And that's all at the $200 level, and we've got 22 of those left right now. And at the higher level, really what starts to become, we've got family packs for the selfies, for the HD selfies. At the $1,000 level, there starts to get some physical things thrown in. And at the highest level, really our best benefactors and all of the very visionary and extremely supportive people are enabling this experience for education in the classroom, to give any classroom in the world access to our spacecraft, whether it is in Ann Arbor, Michigan, or Xinhui, China. We've actually got examples from both of those. So that's a quick overview of our pledge levels. Go to the website, planetaryresources.com, follow through to the Kickstarter page, and look at a level that looks to you. If you're not at the $99 level, you should be. If you haven't pledged yet, it's easy. Go ahead and do that. You only have 3 hours and 37 minutes left to do that. And we're stretching towards $1.6 million, which we hope we can get today, because at $1.6 million, we'll be able to start the Asteroid Zoo.
So a little bit earlier on, and the chat name has gone by, so I missed it. One of our chatters, Darth something.
Oh, good name.
Great name. Asked, what's the incentive to move from $99 to $120? Is there a good, compelling reason there?
So the Friends and Family Pack, it's actually really two different things. One thing I want to make clear, the $99 level and those 5 different things that we're offering in the graphic, from the selfie, from the Giving Time for Science, the Planetary Annihilation game, the membership in the Planetary Society, and all those benefits, they're no matter how you get to $99. So if you have a HD selfie and you want to add in a t-shirt, just as long as your pledge amount is $99 and above, you'll get the benefit of what we have at the $99 level. So above that, really you're just helping share this. You can really combine these things together. The pledge levels really just kind of jump up. I think it's probably the 5-pack you have to add in as add-ons to be able to get to the $125 level on that particular one. So that's what you're getting extra there. But yeah, there's a lot of different options, and it's been part of the challenge. There's so many different things that we can do in engaging this for the public. We didn't quite know which one of the things that we put out there would be what people were interested in, but it kind of turns out people were interested in everything.
Sure. And someone also asked, is there a 3D printed model of ARKYD yet? So many people, a lot of rocket scientists and geeks and nerds already have 3D printers because it's something that normal people buy. And maybe they just want to print one out and be like, dude, I've got a 3D printed model instead of a paper model.
Well, actually, this is a great thing to bring up. So we've got a community that has been really our best supporters, our most enthusiastic fans, called the Planetary Community Vanguard. So hi to everyone out there who's a Vanguard. Thanks for your support. And these are people who really are just giving us the best feedback of how to run this campaign, really what people think we should be doing, and really helping us to get the message out. And one of our Vanguards actually made a 3D printed model. He printed it out on a MakerBot and has the design. I think we've got it out on the internet. It's not on our website yet. but this is something that we can make available for people printing out these little models. There is actually an add-on if you want to get a big model of the ARKYD Space Telescope. That's available in the add-ons, but that's a little bit nicer than a 3D printed model.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, so we're only like 4 minutes away from our first 30-minute milestone.
All right.
I think why don't we do this? Let's take a quick break. Let's watch a quick video so we can kind of get ourselves aligned here.
All right.
And when we come back, we're going to hit that first 30-minute milestone.
All right.
Carl Sagan said it best. We are star stuff pondering the stars. We humans have always dreamed of gazing upon far-flung galaxies, alien solar systems, and even into stars themselves. And yet, until now, gaining access to space to explore the cosmos has been astronomically expensive. Enter Planetary Resources, a team of passionate, extraordinary individuals focused on changing all of that by democratizing the exploration of space. Planetary is able to make this happen on the back of exponentially growing technologies that are redefining what becomes possible, allowing technologists to do what only huge corporations and governments could do mere decades ago. Planetary was founded by X-Prize and Singularity University founder Peter Diamandis and Space Adventure CEO Eric Anderson as a venture focused on mining the asteroids for resources. The company's technology is being designed by an elite engineering team who earlier in their career were lead engineers designing and building JPL's Spirit, Opportunity, and Curiosity rovers. The company has been speaking with the visionary Museum of Flight led by President Doug King and the Planetary Society led by Bill Nye. Everyone's goal? Open the space frontier. Planetary wants to get this technology into the hands of everyone. And as it turns out, they found a way to do exactly that on Kickstarter. While Planetary Resources has invested heavily to design and build its own fleet of high-powered space telescopes to search for asteroids, they are also looking to launch an extra, enhanced copy and make it available as the world's first crowd-funded space telescope to be controlled directly by the public. The ARKYD 100. A piece of this can be yours. What can you do with this, you may ask? Well, the aim of this project is threefold. First, you can use the ARKYD Space Telescope for education and inspiration to elicit a sense of cosmic awe and expand people's minds, empowering teachers, students, and museums as never before with access to technology today that we couldn't even dream about a decade ago. Second, you can use the ARKYD 100 to take dazzling photos of the universe, outer space, or of yourself soaring above our planet. Third, you can participate in next-level citizen science, explore, dazzle, design your own experiments, or donate your telescope time to MIT researchers looking for alien planets around distant stars. We're putting all the control in your hands. We want you involved. Imagine the thrill of participating in such a search for answers. We all have a capacity to make a dent in the universe. We've got the technology, friends. Where we go with it, what we do with it, is now up to you. Let's achieve the impossible.
Chris, something about you seems just a little bit different. I can't quite put my finger on it. There's just something.
Is it
subtly different?
Space Up Seattle?
It could be. It could be Space Up Seattle.
Oh, how about that?
Just trying out all the different wardrobe today. You know, I noticed in a lot of the television shows and stuff, they have wardrobe changes.
Yep.
So I thought I would just have wardrobe changes kind of throughout the
randomly?
day. Randomly, random wardrobes.
What? Oh, well, whatever. I'm getting yelled at because I spilled on myself. All right, so what are some of the languages that you've had this translated in? I look at the website and I see, you know, you've got the different languages down at the bottom. How did all of that come about? Because you didn't personally translate
Oh, no, we did not
these.
personally translate. There's a great website called .sub. Takes YouTube videos, and we can use the power of the crowd actually to help us translate this.
You're a big fan of crowdsourcing.
Well, the world's changing, really, and the ability for us to all be connected and to do things together and to communicate. The way that we get things done is not the way that we got things done in the past. So we like to find opportunities to do that, you know, not only with language translation and crowdfunding telescopes, but crowdsourcing asteroid analysis through things like the Asteroid Zoo. So we've got about a dozen different languages, Spanish, French, German, Hindi, but I think we've probably reached the largest audience with our Kronos translation for all the Klingon language speakers out there. So if you'd like to see this, you haven't seen it yet, we had a member of the Klingon Federation actually read this out in subtitles. It's right there below all the language translations. We've been having a lot of fun with this campaign.
Yes, you have.
Doing
Absolutely.
things like that.
We actually have that video. We're going to roll it a little bit later on in the show today. So yes, you will get that Planetary Resources video we showed earlier. You'll get to watch that in Klingon. So once again, Star Trek. More Star Trek, not Star Wars.
Yeah, a little schizophrenic on the space references, but it's also fun, and science fiction is really what inspires
science.
us. Science.
Who made that video? I think we have that somewhere in our timeline as well. There's a hey Billy, science sure is awesome.
It's a mystery fan.
That's another one that we're going to be showing. I will sometimes get this video stuck in my head.
No, Billy!
Shut up, you! It's science.
Yeah.
It's a great video. You've got all this momentum from the entire. I will speak on behalf of the entire space community because I have the right to do that. But you have a good chunk of the space community kind of behind you. How did you get to this point where suddenly everyone's like, yes, this is an awesome thing we all need to be doing?
Well, we actually decided to do this project because people were so interested in the company. We announced right here about 14 months ago at the Museum of Flight, and the response that we got was quite literally overwhelming. It took us a couple months to recover from the 3,500 job applications that we got, thousands of people asking if they could invest, people who wanted to donate, volunteer their time, people who wanted to get a job, just kind of participate in any way possible. And we took a while to think about it, and we came up with this project, and that momentum carries forward. And it's for me in doing this type of stuff and landing rovers on Mars and doing that's really fun. I won't ever diminish that is the highlight of a lifetime. But as much as that fun is, everyone on our team really likes sharing it, and this is really an opportunity for us to do that. So. Just on the half hours here, we just passed our last half hour here at 3:30, and I want to give a special announcement to everyone who's just tuning in. We are at 16,954 backers at $1.41 million, stretching to 1.6 so that we can do the asteroid zoo, and this is a project you can read about on the Kickstarter website. For those also who didn't see, if we raise $38,000 more, Bill Nye's going to zap me with a Tesla cannon.
I just want to see that. First, I want to see Bill Nye with a Tesla cannon in his hand. That's just going to be just zapping anything. Bill Nye zapping someone with it. And then second, it's fun to watch the chief asteroid miner get zapped.
All in the name of science.
Science.
Yes. So, but for everyone who's tuned in right now, watching live, we wanted to give you something special. The folks who are up late with us in Europe, thank you for staying up late and watching the show. We know what a struggle it is to schedule things. But for everyone who's watching right now and has pledged $80 or more to the campaign, go into the comment stream, whether you're on Kickstarter, whether you're on the live stream, and put in, let me read my instructions here, ARKYD patch. And what we're doing is we've got a mission patch that's been designed. This is one of the add-on levels. You can buy these, but we'll give a free one for everyone who's pledged $80 or more. Comment on our Kickstarter with the hashtag ARKYD patch, PATCH, and tell us what ARKYD means for you and your community, and we'll mail you a mission patch. So everyone who's watching the live stream right now, go ahead and put that in. We'll be announcing another one of these giveaways in about an hour at 4:30, and we'll be joined by Bill Nye the Science Guy here in a little bit less than a half hour at the top of the hour at 4 o'clock.
Now, this is an event you can tweet out. Use your social media, Google+. If you've got Google Glass, what a great way to just tweet and say, hey, I'm watching this. Take a picture of it with your glass. I did want to just point to my face and say Google Glass. That's a thing.
Such a nerd.
Yeah. Team Tangerine. Go Team Tangerine.
Yes.
The fun thing is, so you don't see a lot of glass out there, but when I came here, I'm all like, I'm going to show you glass, and you're going to be the first to see it. It's going to be awesome. PRI, you've already got a bunch of guys that have glass already. I come here, I'm like, oh,
Nerd Central. I mean, what can you say?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's truly epic. But you can use Facebook, use Twitter, whatever social media aspect you want to use. Get the word out there. Let other people know what's going on. These are the final hours of being able to pledge for the ARKYD. I feel like there should be a bank of telephones, or maybe like open computers that are just like.
And we've got our whole crew back here, actually behind us here at the Museum of Flight.
Not that you'll be able to tell really, but here let's do one of these. There, you can tell a little bit better from that shot.
Yeah, so we've got our whole crew back here, and merely the modern telethon is social media.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And this is just a few hours left here in the campaign. We've already met our initial goal at $1 million, and thank you to everyone who's been supporting it. And if you are pledged out, if you have really given us all the support, thank you so much. If you are a starving college student and can't afford it, I've been where you are right now, and I know how hard it is. But what you can do is you can share this. You can tell your mom, tell your girlfriend, tell your dad, share it with your neighbors. This is something that, point them to this Kickstarter website, tell them, not only can they get in there and get a space selfie or get control of a telescope out in space, but they also have the opportunity to enable this education and science activity for everyone in the world. So this is about sharing the message. We're at 16,958 backers. I would be just so impressed if we were able to get to 20,000 backers and have 20,000 people in our community that we're going to have to really change the world with this project and projects that will come in the future.
And speaking of sharing, at that $99 pledge level, not only are you getting your selfie and your second selfie, which actually I'm really excited about because now you get to see some of the Planetary Resources guys working in the background possibly, right? Kind of the shot, oh, I didn't know you were going to take that shot right then. It's going to be awesome. In the clean room, right? It's the clean
Absolutely.
room shot.
So we just passed, because we passed 1.4 million, thanks to a very generous pledge by Sir Richard Branson this morning. We passed that goal, and everyone will get 2 selfies now, one of them in the clean room with one of our nerd engineers, maybe wearing glass.
maybe.
We'll have to
There's a 50-50 chance knowing Planetary Resources.
But yeah, so everyone will actually get 2 of these now. And just to remind everyone, at our $99 level, this is really the pack that we want everyone in the community to have this level. Our $99 level, not only do you get the high-definition selfie, the extra one in the clean room, you get a membership in the Planetary Society with Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Which you can gift if you already have said membership.
You can gift that. If you like blowing up planets, in addition to defending planets, you're going to get a free copy of Uber Entertainment's Planetary Annihilation game. And we did a Google Hangout with John Maver, as well as Richard Garriott last week, and you can hear about that game and go to their website and look up Planetary Annihilation. But everyone gets a free copy of that game at the $99 level. That's $90 right there if you go out and buy it. We're going to actually do a video in space that everyone who has pledged at the $99 level above will actually get not one selfie from the clean room, but an additional selfie from space. We're actually going to run a movie as we orbit the Earth. And those beautiful movies that you see from the space station, the kind of time lapse.
Yeah.
We're going to do a time lapse with our selfie camera, this guy down in the bottom here, and our display, and everyone will get the opportunity with they and 9 of their friends to put a message, put your name, and you'll get 1 frame in this movie as we go around and play this. So you'll get that part of it. And more things that we'll be announcing with the Planetary Society here in a little bit. So we are at about 3 hours and 21 minutes left in the campaign. We are $37,000 away from Bill Nye zapping me with a Tesla cannon.
That's happening. You understand that is happening.
I know that's. I will smile. I will grin, probably because my teeth will be...
the muscles are forced up from the...
Yeah, so every $50,000 that we're able to raise today while we're live on the air, as a thank you so much, I will be bearing the brunt for science.
Science.
And we've got the Oatmeal's awesome Tesla cannon. And we're going to unleash that. Unfortunately, we're going to unleash it on me. So make that pledge meter go up. So much thanks for everyone supporting the project. Tell me when you first saw this campaign, and because we didn't give you any advance notice about where it was going.
No, we
you
had
saw
no
this
idea.
thing. What did you think?
I thought you were crazy.
Why is that?
I thought you were crazy, brilliant, crazy. Well, traditionally,
like diabolical.
Well, no, that I knew in advance. No, traditionally, Kickstarter campaigns for space are hard.
They are,
because you need to raise a lot of money. And if this was just its own satellite, own telescope by itself, without the rest of Planetary kind of backing it behind, it would cost a lot more, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way we could do what we're doing with just the money that we're raising from this Kickstarter, and it's really something that we're leveraging the work that we're already doing at the company, going out and prospecting asteroids and building ultra low-cost spacecraft. And it was the idea that hit us last summer. It's like, well, maybe we could build an extra one, but we'd only do that if people were actually interested in it, and that's where Kickstarter came in. So we, had a lot of fun with it. Not only, doing the geek thing like controlling an orbiting space telescope, but also doing the fun stuff like the selfies, making this available as an educational opportunity right here at the Museum of Flight with the CEO, Doug King. We're going to work with them and a whole network of science sectors that have signed on. But the people that you saw in our campaign video with David Messina from the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago, and the Griffith Observatory, and the Perot Museum, all these great places are actually going to incorporate an orbiting spacecraft into their museum experience. So all the people that are coming through the Museum of Flight today will be able to stop in and see what the ARKYD is doing.
So when I pledge at the $99 level, am I then donating some of my time to those institutions as well? So that $99 level is giving those institutions a little bit more time to help other people get excited about science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yeah, and this is really about making it available for everyone. And we've got a number of science centers who've come on board. We've listed them in our updates. Actually, I can't quite remember all of them, but we've got a lot of people who are very excited about them. You're going to hear some of them from our contest winners. And this is giving them additional time on the telescope. We're going to have you, the Kickstarter community, all of our 16,972 backers that we have, are going to have the opportunity to decide what we do with the telescope every week. And we'll vote on things, we'll come up with new ideas, we'll have a telescope time allocation committee, and if we're able to get all the way out to our farthest stretch goal today, and it's a stretch. I don't know if we're going to get there today. We're at 1.4 right now. If we got to 1.9 million, we'll team with MIT scientist Sarah Seeger to upgrade the ARKYD to be able to do exoplanets. But I mean, unless we get a lot of movement here very quickly and people get out there and share this message with everyone and upgrade those pledge levels, we may not get to that one. But even if we don't, we'll still have this time available for education, for making this a classroom experience, and like you said, to help people really understand what science, technology, engineering, and math really means and what you can do with it.
How about a couple questions from our chat room?
Sure.
A little while ago, Saturn X asked the question, what's the estimated lifespan of this particular orbiting telescope?
Great question. So lifespan is governed by a couple different things. One of them is, of course, atmospheric drags and things like that. We have to get high enough up in Earth orbit as we're orbiting the Earth so that we don't come back too fast. Fortunately, we've got that problem taken care of. We should be high enough so that we can last many, many years. But just like the recent Kepler Space Telescope, there's parts that wear out.
Sure.
The devices that help us point. And our estimate, and we're designing this thing to be able to last about 3 years. And we think that we can get everything that we need to get done with this spacecraft in that amount of time. And actually, most of our pledges we're planning on taking care of right up front, right away, so that education time can play out over the next several years as we actually get ready to replace it with future projects.
One of our administrators reminded us that if you're commenting to get the patch, right?
Yes.
You need to do that on the Kickstarter page specifically. We've got a bunch of places where you can interact with us in real time right now. YouTube, the live chat room on spacevidcast.com. Those are not where the patch information is. Go to the Kickstarter page and comment there if you want to get that patch.
Yeah.
Another question, I don't remember who asked the question, but they wanted to know how many selfies Sir Richard Branson is going to get for his $100,000.
We'll give Richard as many as he wants. He's been a great supporter of the company. We just announced this morning that he's joining our investor group. He, of course, is a very visionary guy, and you saw him in our launching video. And if he was a kid, he would love to have a picture of himself in space. And it's really, this is part of what that, I think the more traditional science and engineering folks might think a space selfie, really, is that something they want to be doing? But for a lot of people, it just kind of connects them to the cosmos in a little bit of way.
Can I gift the selfie? I mean, you mentioned a great application. Kids, how awesome would it be as a kid to get a picture of your own picture in space. Can I gift the $99 level, the entire level, to someone else if I wanted to?
You can gift this just when we finish our campaign tonight at 7 o'clock in a little bit more than 3 hours. In the next several weeks and into the fall, we'll be sending out a survey, and you can put in the information of where do we fulfill this pledge. All right.
Oh yeah, look at that, 17,000 backers. We've just crossed that.
So awesome. Thank you, whoever 17,000 was, thank you very much. For the 16,999 before that, we couldn't have done it without you. It's been so exciting just to see everyone support this campaign. But, if you want to get these pledge levels and gift them, by all means, this is all about sharing. So that's a good thing to mention. In our add-ons, actually, we have gift cards. So wouldn't it be cool to have your space selfie and be able to share this out, send it out at the holidays or for birthdays? So that's something you can add in the add-on levels. But that's really what the 5-packs and all these things are about. So you can add as many of these things on as you want and gift them, and we'll take care of that all after the Kickstarter campaign closes as we interact with the entire community.
So we had another question from Prawn Mikus. So I'm going to skip the 45 after video. We already played it earlier. Question from Prawn Mikus was, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Will backers be able to point the telescope at Earth locations or only at celestial targets? And I'll kind of pre-answer, which is you've already said no pointing it at our sun.
Yeah, we can't point at the sun. It does a little bit of damage. So that's something that we don't want to do. Our spacecraft is designed to point at objects in space, asteroids, celestial objects. We have the ability to point it at the Earth, but it's not really designed to do that. I
will point out the Earth is an object in space.
The Earth is an object in space, true, but the best pictures of the Earth are really going to come from our external camera. This is something that we're not designing it to be a spy satellite, so to speak. So meant mostly for astronomy, and so that's we can keep the design kind of optimized around that to give everyone the best experience.
I think a lot of people would be disappointed because they forget there's cloud cover on Earth as well, and you've got a high percentage. You're just going to shoot white.
Yeah, most of the cloud not only is covered by, or most of the Earth is not only covered by ocean, but most of the time it's cloudy. We're in Seattle, of course. This is the king of cloud and rains, but it's a beautiful day outside today. But we can image all the other planets out there. The Earth is just one that we'll wait for another opportunity.
I do want to comment and thank everyone in the Spacevidcast chat room in the live area for joining us live and participating in the live chat, as well as all the people who are helping put this together. You've got an incredible team that's been here helping us put this stuff together. A lot of people behind the scenes. We've got people at Spacevidcast behind the scenes who are funneling questions into the administrative chat room. So thank you guys very much for making all of that happen. And of course, thank you to everyone who's pledged thus far in getting us to $1.418 million for a crowdfunded space telescope. This is your space telescope, essentially, right? You get to control it. You get to point it at essentially whatever you want, and you can donate that time. You can do a lot of different things with it. This is kind of an amazing moment. It's not often that you see crowdfunded space programs be successful, like we were talking about earlier, and I'm hoping that this is the start of something new, a start of more crowdfunded space entities from more different areas, maybe launchers. I don't know how that will work, but you never know, right? I mean, other things. This is the beginning of something awesome, I think.
Well, the world's changing, and what I like so much about this, when I was at NASA, of course, it was a very inspirational thing to be doing the thing that NASA does. But there's a couple layers between you and the rest of the world when you're doing things. And what I enjoy so much about Planetary Resources and what we're able to do is we can kind of really connect directly with our audience. So I think we're getting ready here. We're going to switch over to our campaign manager, Frank, and talk T-shirts in a little bit. Why don't we play just a little bit of the Klingon video for folks, so they can get a little bit of taste of that. It's a little bit much to take in all 4 minutes of it, but it's a very fun video.
All right, so here you guys go. This is the Klingon video, the regular Planetary Resources video, translated from English to Klingon. You're welcome.
Planetary Resources, Devri are John Pin J. Hopped up the Klil Edwinard, it's like Kretstun with all Tatje. Lor Nautlach Hoch, a Duchmoch Kretschwart. Mechbedge Kopmach J. Pojmech et Sheermech, Mumimach Choch Kulach J. Kretschwart. Yiler, Loch Hop Nudmech Schubdoch Waddich, et Ludilboch Nuku Lau Kuoch, et Stafefach Hoch et. Kastachtisch Wamach war Tisch. Хоч хор нечви нехта бох шептичка чен мохта Джон бехомач лохтах точ диланах ба. Юкнов хор нечви бешехта. Дунку кувамech купку. Kuvam lushiklach nu po laukovinach en slushik educh moch arkyd. Netepcha koblauboch ropdat me de tulach, et kid me hop de nutlach, et hop taimaj win nutlach. Lochtach du orspoch me lochta nechlach, du leglach uchot schnaanda nech tjuch. Hopdat me gumech et klilmech humach bekapnech, shibduch vam hochai wi machmochta et widukta. Vaj kuvam badnev. Lochten arkyd orspoch wita, Lichlach Jul et schlet medaj, Pable lekku raj, dich raj. Baltach vesh arkyd, Shermaj ach meloj chon witmach. Rechtuch me bechlu helku kumampu, Gruvam oschu arkyd wawat levikhu. Kokosmaj och, Twatch me doen wanneer me doen je de tunish ku, arkyd wawat zinmol je bok. Chapmach war Amerika dech me dan op tjoeg, Loogdag chipdoch dacht meloog leek switcha, et meloog wam terra jet chaboch meloogewekon et chochwat wingech. Iler, Ruwam der Dilmech, ja Chapmach war dech me. Koopmach doen kol kos lo ach chuk tap mewan. Loog terra hoorje raar jin molwan, jab me mach hapmach jeshir, hoorngam hoemach, as je tepcha loogdag bij voor Chapmach.
And you can, of course, watch the entire video on YouTube if you want to. I'm here with Frank, and you're going to talk to me a little bit about the T-shirt contest that we've got going on.
That's exactly right, Ben. But before I do, let me just mention about the ARKYD patch. So this offer is only available until 4:30 today. So you should go and tweet this out to your friends, share it with folks that have already pledged, and tell them, look, if you want this, hop online right now and go put a comment in the Kickstarter stream, ARKYD patch, and you will get the free ARKYD patch mailed to you.
And the key part there is in the Kickstarter stream, because we got a bunch of chat rooms available right now for the live, I'm going to call this the live telethon, I'm not sure what else to call it, but only on the Kickstarter page, so not in the IRC room, not on the YouTube page.
I'd love to see it everywhere else. Love to see it everywhere else, but only get the Kickstarter patch if it's on the Kickstarter comment.
All right, cool. So now tell me a little bit about the T-shirt contest.
Yeah, so we have actually 3 T-shirts right now on the Kickstarter campaign page. They're hilarious. There's a Dino Revenge T-shirt you can buy, $30 pledge add-on. There's another ARKYD one, and there's a Minecraft type T-shirt. So they're hilarious, but we wanted to let the community also choose what they could have as the design that they would choose. So we put a contest out there with Freelancer, and we thought we might get like 100 T-shirts, maybe 200 submissions. We ended up with 2,400 T-shirt entries.
Oh man, wow.
2,400. So
wow.
Freelancer has said this is the most successful design competition that they have ever had by a long shot in history. So I thought we could do today is show you some of my favorite designs, some of the most random ones, and then I would announce the winner right here.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. If you can hold him right over there, and I'm going to have her zoom into him, so right to your, there you go. As if it were sitting in the chair, not that camera, the other camera.
Okay.
There you go. All right, so.
There we go.
Now, yep, and it's internet TV. It's internet TV. All right, here you go. So here's the first one.
So first, some of these designs I loved because they had nothing to do with ARKYD at all. This one says, bleed blue and has a soccer player holding, or maybe that's a lacrosse player. But it has nothing to do with ARKYD, but I appreciate the submission. Why not? Some of them clearly showed a whole lot of effort. My favorite for that, you can see that there. So I think this person scribbled, not even on a blank sheet of paper, mind you, looks like an old test paper, a shirt that has a brown hand on a blue background. So a lot of effort went into some of these. Some of these clearly showed people's opinion about their current financial status and why they might not be able to pledge to the ARKYD. So I feel you there. Thank you very much for at least making the design if you're not able to pledge for the ARKYD. Now, why don't we show some runner-ups?
Yeah, that's a pretty good look. Oh, is that the?
Oh,
all right, yeah.
Yeah, this one just makes me happy, actually.
Yeah, I like that.
ARKYD, a smile in space. Why not, right? Okay, so now we have our 3 runner-ups.
Sure.
Which is kind of just building up to our main event here.
Mm-hmm.
One of my personal favorites. Can we see that there?
Well, it's a little glary, but yeah, that's
go.
pretty good right there.
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, it's kind of a retro design.
Yeah, yesterday's tomorrow kind of feel to it.
Yeah, I'd buy this. I don't know
I
about
would
you,
too.
but
Yeah.
Let's see. Another. Okay, this was the second place runner-up. Oh man, I think
quite a bit of effort into that one.
Kids around the world would love this T-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'd say too, folks, in the comment stream, let us know what you think about these T-shirts, because we have a winner, but that doesn't mean we can't make these other T-shirts as well.
I'd buy that one. I'd buy these last two actually. Absolutely.
Yeah. I would wear this one all the time. But all right, drum roll.
I wish I had a drum roll.
We've got our grand prize winner here. This is Majo X21. And before I show it, let's talk about what he wins. So he wins $2,000.
Wow.
$2,000, courtesy of Freelancer. And we are giving him, in addition to that, the $5,000 level. So the education ambassador level he gets to give to his hometown or the school of his choice, so that they have the ARKYD Space Telescope to use in a curriculum anywhere in the world. Any year he chooses, they're going to get the curriculum.
That's pretty amazing. That entire level is amazing. And you've gifted away, but that whole level is just a really, really awesome level.
I love the level, and it actually has as well that they will get their school logo on the spacecraft.
Oh, right? That's really cool.
Not just on the spacecraft, but in view of the context camera. So cool. Every single selfie out there will have a tiny little logo of the school of his choice.
That's cool.
So here we have it. Here is the grand prize winner.
Let's see if we can get that in there. And one of those. Oh, almost. And
there we go. There we go. So everybody out there, if you like this T-shirt design, you can go in and add on to your pledge $30. Get any of the T-shirt designs that are already up there, or our grand prize winner, the ARKYD design right here. Man, I love this. I think I'm not cool enough for this T-shirt.
Oh yeah, you are.
But I would totally get this.
I would too. That's an amazing design. When will this be available for people to just kind of buy in general, or we don't know yet?
So the moment this campaign ends and we sleep for a little while.
Sleep is for the weak.
We're going to start printing these. And so unlike some of our other pledges that you have to wait till the spacecraft is up, the T-shirts you're going to get right away. So sometime late this summer or early fall is when we're going to start shipping these T-shirts. So again, just add on to your pledge $30. If that $30 increase gets you above $99, then you also get everything. You get the Planetary Annihilation game, you get the Planetary Society membership, you get the HD selfie, the thank you video. So definitely recommend, now's the time, increase your pledge to $99.
Awesome, absolutely. As you mentioned, great time. Up your pledge to $99. If you've already pledged and maybe you've got a little bit more in you, you can gift a $99 pledge to someone else, or you can increase the pledge that you've already got up to $99.
That's right, and I would also add, these T-shirts all have an exclusive Kickstarter backer on the back of them. Once we end the campaign in just 3 hours, we won't have that anymore. So these are unique for you, the Kickstarter backers, one time only. They make a great gift, and they help you follow us for the next 5 years out. As we build the ARKYD, we launch the ARKYD, we fly it. You'll be part of that adventure.
All right, so we've just got another extra moment before we go to Bill Nye. So I'm just curious, how did you get involved in Planetary Resources? I mean, there are a lot of people. I remember when you guys first announced what you were doing, the resumes started flooding in. Everyone wanted to be a part of this. How did you get to become a part of this?
You know, I tell you, I started actually as an intern before the company announced itself.
Sure.
And I was there for maybe 3-4 weeks, and I was like, this is the craziest idea. Like, they want to mine asteroids, I don't even know if I should be here. But then when we had our announcement just a year ago, I was so inspired. I was inspired by Chris Lewicki, our president, by our founders, Peter Diamandis and Eric Anderson. You know, these are the guys that really started the space industry, right? They did space adventures. They're trying to put somebody around the moon right now. Mm-hmm. Every tourist that's been in Earth orbit has gone with Eric Anderson. And Peter, of course, did the X Prize, which was a huge inspiration for me just about 10 years ago. And So when you had those folks, and then you had the legendary backers that we have over at Google and elsewhere, I just thought, well, you know, it is crazy, but who else to do these crazy things but this group of people? And what else am I going to do with my life if not try to mine asteroids and make a change for the better? And now I'm here doing the Kickstarter campaign, and I love to do that because it brings everybody out there in with us, joining the family as we go out forward.
Absolutely, and you know, we're at $1.433 million. We've got Bill Nye standing right on deck. Why don't we can we just do a live swap in? Hey, it's the internet, it's not TV, we can do that, right? So I think we're ready for Bill. We'll bring him on camera, and I'll do this. Check this out. That is a very interesting coat, Bill.
Interesting what?
Coat that you're wearing.
Thank you.
It's.
I've had it less than a day.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
It's summertime, you know, so I'm wearing the summer weight jacket. And it says, be a Londoner. And if you're in London, this is one of your jackets. Way to go.
What mic number is he?
Oh, you can't hear me.
Number 3. Oh, we can hear you.
All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. This is, there we are. Yeah, cool. So we'll put it over here because you're over there.
That all works.
These kids, it's upside down for this side. I'll leave it over here.
Yeah, we're good. They'll figure it out.
So you say that.
I mean it.
So greetings, everybody. Bill Nye here from the Planetary Society. If you don't know the Planetary Society, we're the world's largest non-governmental space interest organization. And if you join now at the $99 level or more, not only do you get to participate in the ARKYD Telescope project, which is fabulously cool, but you can become a member of the Planetary Society for free or included as part of the deal. So, you know, the thing is, to talk some more about me, I had Carl Sagan for astronomy.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, yeah, you guys, I was not the greatest student in the class. I mean, I did fine. I got an A on my final paper, which meant a lot to me. But anyway, Carl Sagan started the Planetary Society in 1980 because this is right as disco was giving way to like punk.
Sure.
Wave.
Yep.
And the important work of Sid Vicious and the Sex Pistols. So at that time, everybody thought that the public interest in space exploration was very high, but government support of it was not so high. And so I think we're at the same crossroads today, and the ARKYD Telescope project really shows, I think, anybody how high public support is. We just passed through 17,000 people today. Is that what happened?
That's correct. 17,061 backers.
61. Let's go 62 out there. I feel like it's a public broadcasting thing.
Well, we were talking earlier. We wanted like a banks of phones in the background.
ARKYD Telescope begs for it.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys check it out. It's a cool thing. You can get your own picture there. You can, you know, the kids with the selfies. You know, the kids.
Yep. The kids. Yep.
You can get your own selfie with the Earth below. If I may, how cool is that? But of course, you can become also a member of the Planetary Society. Let's see. So now, because I'm at the Planetary Society, in the middle of the magazine, we have a kids insert. Now, what is the goal of planetary resources? What is the goal?
To mine asteroids.
To mine asteroids. So, why are asteroids so important?
Well, there's tons of precious material on there.
What if one hit the Earth?
That would be not good.
Catastrophic.
Well, hang on. They hit the Earth all the time, but catastrophic.
Yeah, well said, well said. So can you hold this, would you please hold this representative ARKYD thing?
Representative ARKYD thing.
2 spheres of steel. I tap it on my head like a hard-boiled egg, but this is really unsuited for that. So you smack them like that, and you burned a hole. Now give it a sniff for an eyewitness, would you?
Yep, you burned a hole.
You smell smoke.
Yes,
right?
I did.
So you can do the same effect if you don't have bulldozer ball bearings. You can do the same thing with ball peen hammers. And here's the idea, you guys. I burned a hole in the paper using the energy of motion. And the energy of motion was converted to heat. So have you ever heard this? You know, if you jump off, we're in Seattle. If you jump off the 99 bridge, Route 99, George Washington Bridge, and the water, you'll hit the water, it'll act just like concrete. You've heard that story?
Yep. Yep.
Well, if you're an asteroid and you're entering the Earth's atmosphere, it's the same deal. It's all that energy of motion, kinetic energy, is turned to heat like that in a moment. And that's why, or part of why, they're so important to humankind. So everybody, this is an exciting thing. If you're out there watching, we got 5 more.
Yep.
Thank you. If you're out there watching, thank you for watching. It's a cool project. And have you thrown around the verb democratize?
Not yet, but now that you've started that, it's going to be throughout the
It's
going to continue for the rest of the webcast.
Yes,
absolutely.
we can't get enough democratize.
We've used citizen science quite a bit.
Citizen science.
There you go.
The planetary side goes way back on citizen science.
Yeah, you've got solar. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this is the idea, is to get people over the world to participate. The Planetary Society, by the way, is the world's largest non-governmental space interest organization. So if you want to participate in policy, if you want to get involved in crazy cool projects like the ARKYD, and if you want to put a microphone on Mars on the next spacecraft, join the Planetary Society. And then if we have this educational material, the whole magazine's educational. I talk some more about me, but what we did, there's photometric calibration targets on Mars. Hey, can we get the sundial? It's on the table over there. Thanks you guys. So this was an instrument for getting the colors right. Back in the day, they got the color wrong of the sky on Mars for about a day and a half.
What color did they have it?
They thought it was blue.
Oh, okay.
They calibrated the camera on Earth, and they sent it to Mars, which is some ways away, yeah. And the sky came back kind of blue, and they went, well, it must be a blue sky. And then I was at an event at Caltech. It's getting to be almost 4 years ago. And these guys were sitting around, oh, I remember. Anyway, they realized that the sky is really kind of orange. And so they had to... So what they did the next time is send a device that cast a shadow on purpose. And because my father had been in prisoner of war camp in World War II, he became fascinated with sundials. And my father was also very good with constellations. He could tell you 50 constellations. How many constellations traditionally? How many keys on a piano? Anyone?
Keys on a piano? Nothing.
88. Bing, 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 bing,
All
bing.
right.
Yeah. So, or in Seattle, we can say bing, 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 bing. In Mountain View, we'd have to say Google, 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 Google. No. Yeah. So, anyway, if my father had been alive during all this, he would have reminded us that sundial should have a motto. Should give you something to think about. So on Mars, there are 3 sundials. 2 of them have a motto that says, one of them has 2 Mars to explore, but the other 2 say 2 worlds, 1 sun. Ooh. So similarly, my friends, starting on the anniversary of the first human landing on the moon, July 20th, 20 July of this year, we are going to have a contest to have a motto for the ARKYD telescope project.
Ooh.
Yeah. So please participate, because the way to have a good idea in this case is to have a lot of ideas. So we look to you. Plus, it's cool. You're writing, you're creating. It's poetry. It's haiku. It brings out the best in us. It's humans. You want to inspire and engage and give everybody something to think about. So it's really fun, you guys. Many of you are watching around the world. If you're ever here in Seattle, this is the Museum of Flight. Is it the world's 3rd largest airplane museum? Is that right?
I'll say yes.
I think it is.
If it wasn't before, the internet now thinks it is.
Well,
so that makes it
close.
true.
Yeah. So there's the most popular museum in the world is the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C.
Sure.
More popular than the Louvre. A number of people that come through the door.
It is an amazing museum too.
Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah. And then Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio has got a lot of flipping planes. Let me tell you, man, they got a lot of planes. But the Museum of Flight has a lot of planes. And the thing that's always charmed me about airplanes and spacecraft, in general, there's nothing on there that doesn't have to be there.
Yeah,
right?
well, because you can't.
it won't fly.
Yep.
And if you add stuff to a spacecraft, you can't get it off the ground, or not high enough off the ground.
Sure.
So along that line, the word "it has to be there," must be there. Does this thing need a motto? Yeah. Yes. Because the whole idea of the ARKYD telescope, well, you guys want to get rich, right?
I'm not planning to, sure, but everyone does. Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
You're going to find an asteroid made of platinum or something.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, in space, though, the commerce will be water, I think.
Water? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, asteroid made of water.
Sure.
Yeah. I had some water earlier. And, you know, now that I've tried it, I don't think I could live without it. Sorry. It's
Boo.
good. Sorry.
Boo.
It's good, though. So, the motto will take up hardly any mass at all.
Hardly?
Well, I think there'll be we'll put it on electronically, but there may be a decal.
You could extract it. You could extrude it from the.
I mean, zzz it.
Yeah, you could
zzz
zap
in
it. You
there.
could
Yeah,
zzz,
zzz,
yeah, that's the technical term. Zzz it, yeah.
But if you zzz it and you convert the aluminum into aluminum oxide, for example, as when you anodize, it's on the anode of the zzzer machine. You add a little material. Anybody had a bike, the stem of a bicycle that won't come out after 20 years because the aluminum's oxidized? It's actually swollen. It's actually taken oxygen.
Who still
out
has
of
a
the
bike
air.
after 20 years?
Nobody. No, nobody would do that. I could quit if I wanted. I have four bikes. I used to have 6. I'm down to 4.
Wow,
I'm
you're
good.
down to 4?
You can't ride more than one at a time. I know, but what about shoes? You know, how often can you wear a shoe? You can't wear 10 pairs of shoes and ice skates and ski boots. So anyway, you guys, welcome. Please consider participating in the ARKYD Telescope project. We are close to the big goal that will enable us to put this thing in space, and you can take a selfie. Take a picture of yourself with the Earth below, or anything you want, right? We can have deep space.
Sure, yeah.
Yes, we can have a constant.
You can't have the sun.
Can't have the sun.
No sun.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, no sun. And shooting the Earth technically might work, but probably not.
The Earth will be too bright?
Well, it's just you're not going to see anything. It's not designed for that.
What's it designed for?
Deep space.
Deep space.
Out of space.
Asteroids.
Asteroids.
Now, tell me something. How much of it's infrared?
You know, Chris?
Chris.
Kick your mic on.
Chris Wilicki, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to have to pan a little bit left.
Oh, no, we have magic.
We have the technology.
We can do...
Ooh, from here.
Happy to be here with you, Bill.
It's so good to be
You know,
had.
we're here today on Meteorite Day.
It's Meteorite Day.
I did not June 30th is Meteorite Day.
Oh, June, of course, Tunguska.
Tunguska, 105 years ago today.
Today, as reckoned in the modern calendar.
Yes. And you know the story of Tunguska and the meteor that impacted.
So, kids, let's just talk some more about me. So, I'm in astronomy class with Carl Sagan. And it's the first I ever heard of it. He had slides.
We'll come back to the infrared comment.
Celluloid, and light would pass through them. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, you had Tunguska.
And this was when a meteorite came in over Russia, over Siberia, just like it did February 15th in Chelyabinsk this year. Made a sound like that, except much louder, and devastated 2,000 square kilometers of forest. And Russia has been very unfortunate with these things.
Yeah, they have.
No. If you're a meteorite, you're going to enter the northern hemisphere. Russia used to be 11 time zones. Siberia included. It used to be now they made some deals and it's 9 time zones, but it's just as big. I mean, it's a third. It's almost half of the northern hemisphere. So it's not bad luck. I mean, if you're going to take up that much hemisphere, stuff's going to happen.
It is a big target. Yeah. So back on the comment about the
infrared.
the spectra. If you look down on the specs on the bottom of the Kickstarter webpage, you'll see the wavelengths and the band passes that we plan on having, and they go from about 300 nanometers all the way up through about 1,000, as I'm remembering, and we'll be able to hit all those different wavelengths of light with a combination of filters and be able to take multi-spectral images.
Let's just hang on a sec. This is like 350 nanometers. That blue clay. 350 nanometers wavelength. The blue. the green's in your 550s,
Yeah.
the red's in your 750s. So you're going up into infrared A, right?
Yeah. So for everyone who's just joining us, we're here with Spacevidcast. Bill Nye, the science guy, CEO of the Planetary Society, the largest
space interest organization in the
go.
world.
I'm.
Thanks, Planetary Society.
Bing.
So Bing, we say at Microsoft here in Redmond, Washington, or nearby.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So we have teamed up with you guys at ARKYD.
And I'm Chris Lewicki, president of Planetary Resources.
I thought there was a lower third.
Yeah.
You said Chris Lewicki.
No.
No, so the idea is you want to mine asteroids.
We would like to. We think it's very important for the future of our civilization.
And we are very concerned about the Earth getting hit with an asteroid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same kind of people. So we teamed up. So if you give $99 or more to get your own picture, to get your own telescope that you can control, is that accurate?
That's totally accurate.
You will also become a member of the Planetary Society because we are like-minded and we are work together to, dare I say it.
So Bill, you've got some science experiments we've got.
Yes, for fun, you guys.
Why don't we let you get set up for that?
We're going to go outside and do some hilarious, wonderful, compelling science demonstrations. These are demonstrations that I have done for a long time, and I love them. So we have an asteroid theme today. Come on, join us outside. Do I just step aside?
Yeah, you'll step aside, and Ben and I will take it from the top.
There you go.
Do we have 2 turntables?
Really?
And a microphone.
All right, so we'll let you tear down that camera, go back outside, and we'll let you get set up.
Yeah, we'll take a few minutes here.
Meet you outside.
So I'm a little bit off camera here, but
there you go.
Carrie Ann can pick me up. We're at 1.438 right now. We're 12,000 away from one of our 50K targets, and at every 50K, Ben, what are we going to do?
We're going to, was it t-shirts? I don't remember what oh man, it's the Tesla. It's the Tesla. I'm worried you're going to zap me with that thing. Carrie Ann, could you tear down that camera and bring it outside to Bill? So just unplug the fire. Whoa, dude.
So this is the oatmeal's Tesla
Keep it away
Canyon.
from the live broadcast.
So if we get $11,414 more pledges, I'm going to either let Bill or a member of my staff zap me with a Tesla cannon. And we've done a dress rehearsal. It works.
Is your arm still marked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does work.
So we're going to do this. We have got a dunk tank outside. I think we're going to dunk an intern.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
And every 25K, we're going to dunk an intern.
Actually, you know what? I've got an outside shot here. Hang on. There's not a whole lot to see there, but at least you can. There's the dunk tank. You can see it in tiny in the back just a little bit. You can kind of see it off in the distance. That's actually where we're tearing down one of our cameras right now. They're going to bring it outside with Bill Nye. We're going to set it back up. We're going to get the link going again, and we'll be able to
so be careful.
see what's going on out there.
All right. So everyone who's watching, thank you so much for your support. Hope you're enjoying our afternoon of our live Kickstarter close telethon, I guess. We've got about 2 hours and 40 minutes in the program to go. We've got some more special announcements. You've heard the winner of our t-shirt competition. Bill gave you some insight on the motto that the Planetary Society is going to help us find for the ARKYD. We have, let's see, are we at it in about 10 minutes? I'm going to let you know of another way that we're going to be able to get free stuff by only the people who are watching. And we're still we're a little bit closer to the Tesla cannon. Now we're even more closer.
Yeah, that's happening. You know that's happening.
Starting to shake now.
There's no question.
Yes, I could take like one 10K pledge right now, and we would pretty much be there. So for those who are watching, thank you very much. If you've pledged and you have your support, thank you so much for that. We want you to share this with as many people as possible. We're going to have a lot of fun here still in the next 2 hours. Please send this out to your friends. Get them to tune in. Get them to pledge. Really share the campaign with them and why you're excited about it. And we're just going to have a bunch more fun here this evening still. At least most of us will. Me, maybe not so much in about 11,000.
It'll be fun for everyone watching.
Yes, it will.
So why don't we do this? Do you mind coming on camera, or do you? Oh, that will take a moment to actually figure out how to do. But can you jump on camera so I can set that up?
Sure.
All right.
So we'll do this.
All right, we'll do a little swap. So why don't I remind everyone of our $99 pledge level, and this is really where we want to get everyone to. This is helping us to find alien asteroids and galaxies. There's a bunch of stuff that we added to this pledge level. You get not only a member in the Planetary Society, you get your HD selfie, you get a free copy, a $90 value of Uber Entertainment's Planetary Annihilation. You get, I'm trying to remember all of it now. The graph.
Top of your head, do it.
It's not on the top of my head. The graphic is on the Kickstarter page. Go check it out. But if for those of you who aren't at that level, level up, and you can get there, whether it is by the $99 pledge itself, or if it's by adding T-shirts and the add-ons. So I asked Ben earlier, Carrie Ann,
yes,
what he thought when he first saw this campaign.
Yes.
Did you have a similar reaction?
I think I had a slightly different reaction. Like Ben said, we've seen a couple of these sorts of things. We've seen a couple of different space, Kickstarters, Indiegogos, et cetera, and the interesting thing about this one was that you didn't need money to really get going what the end goal was.
We're going to build these telescopes no matter what.
Right, and I think that was an interesting appeal because it wasn't like, hey, either it's going to happen or it's not going to happen. Like, this is basically happening, but it's for you if you want it to happen.
That was the big thing. Is like, if people were interested in this and if they wanted to have public access to it and people wanted to participate, that's what this campaign is about. And last week, when we crossed the $1 million mark, we set that in place. So when this campaign closes tonight, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be taking people along for the ride.
Which I love. I think that's amazing. The other thing, and actually we talked about this on one of our Spacevidcast episodes, we talked about what a great campaign this is from top to bottom. You've got really great people that are involved everywhere from, people who are already part of your organization like Peter Diamandis. But then you've made really great strides to couple things like the Planetary Society, which is a fantastic organization in and of itself. You just heard Bill say it's the largest planetary society in the world where they're doing these sorts of things, and it's a really complementary relationship, I think. And then above and beyond that, sort of like, I thought it was funny you said that we would just put some stuff out there and see what people like, and it turns out they like everything. But yeah, whoever it was, you guys picked like the exact right things, and it wasn't costing you anything to do a selfie in space. Like, that's brilliant.
We do have to put some extra stuff on the spacecraft, and
for sure,
and that's kind of why the campaign sets that. But at that level, we can make that happen, and it's going to be fun. I mean, your face in space.
It's so brilliant.
I've got a selfie with Ben.
So easy.
I don't have a selfie with you, so let's take one here real quick.
Me, who was meant to stay behind camera all
day. Of course, but your lovely husband just changes that up.
That's just what he does.
All right, so here we are, ready.
And it's funny because Bill Nye is the king of selfies because everybody wants a picture with Bill Nye.
When we picked him up at the airport today, he was.
It's like the first thing he does. Races. He practically grabs the phone out of your hand and kind of. And there you go, and he's got it down.
I think he actually did that.
For sure, right? Yeah. 3 seconds flat, and it's just brilliant all the way around.
So I just want to remind everyone here today, we are a little bit more than 2.5 hours from the close of our campaign. We're live from Seattle at the Museum of Flight, Charles Simonyi Space Gallery. I'm here with Carrie Ann Higginbotham and Ben from Spacevidcast. I'm Chris Lewicki, President, Chief Asteroid Miner, Chief Engineer at Planetary Resources, and Bill Nye is right now getting set up out behind the building for some science experiments. I'm not quite sure which one we're doing first. But,
I don't know either.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much ready. I just have no way to communicate to them that we're ready. So.
All right. Well, so you want me to run out, or are you going to run out?
Why don't you go ahead and run out?
Okay. And then the chat room is asking what your shirt says.
Oh yeah. So I'm into the wardrobe change. Wardrobe changes on the half hour because what variety show doesn't have that? This is one of my Star Wars shirts, and it says, "As a matter of fact, all galaxies are far, far away." So in the opening credits of Star Wars, it says, "In a galaxy far, far away." This T-shirt is just kind of pointing out the obvious in that. So we're just moments away from an experiment with Bill Nye back in Seattle as Bill Nye the Science Guy. We're seeing this number tick up. We're now a little bit more than 9,000 away from me being zapped with the Tesla cannon and the first dunking starting outside. everyone who's out there, share this campaign with everyone. There's just a few more hours to get in on the action. We'd like to see us reach our next stretch goal at $1.6 million to help us enable an asteroid zoo for crowdsourcing asteroid data analysis with the Zooniverse in a brand new way, something that all of our backers can participate. All 17,125 of you. So
wow, that was, remember when we started, that was less than 17,000.
It was.
I mean, that was pretty well into the 16,000. So I mean, you've got a ton more backers that have been going on. We're just moments away from Bill Nye. I just want to point out really quickly, our wireless mics don't reach all the way outside. We do have audio, but we're going to make Bill scream to the camera. That's a thing we can do.
All right.
So hopefully you'll be able to hear all right. But you should still, at the very least, be able to get the gist of what's going on out there.
Okay, and it looks like they're ready.
Yeah, so we'll just cut to it. We'll try to cut to it. There we go. Do one of those, and we'll give you some audio from outside.
Go ahead. We got water, and we're going to turn it into hydrogen and oxygen.
Water is hydrogen and oxygen.
Both components of rocket. If we turn it on, the reaction starts.
So look at the bubbles. Can you get a close-up?
I will try.
See the foam of the bubbles?
Yes.
Streaming out of your little syringe there with oxygen.
Exactly.
What shall we do it?
We're going to make some rockets.
So that's full of water?
Yeah, this is full of water right now, so as the bubbles come out of the pipette, you'll be able to see them rising into this.
See that it forces the water out the bottom?
And over time, this will
why didn't it just flow out when you turn it over?
Because the diameter of the nozzle is too small, so the surface tension of the water holds it in there, and it's not able to fall out of the nozzle.
Atmospheric pressure is holding it.
Yep.
So we're filling it up pretty far?
Yeah, we
mixture
fill this one
of 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen?
Yep. Perfect ratio.
H2O? It is the perfect ratio?
Yeah, 2 hydrogen to 1 oxygen. You get water perfectly.
Wait! That's crazy! You could have a whole theory of molecules. So we're going to take this precision-crafted upside-down plastic bottle rocket and move it over to a launching device.
Right here, yes.
Now the launching device looks like a piece of wire, but there's a little more to it.
Yeah, so on this end we've got just a standard grill igniter that creates a spark when you push the button.
It's piezoelectric.
Exactly.
You stress it and it makes electricity.
So when you hear this click, there's a tiny, tiny spark that comes out at the end here. And when that spark is in contact with the hydrogen and oxygen that we're creating here, it combusts and boom.
So that's it. We poured water all over the deck here, but now it's full of hydrogen and oxygen. Handling it carefully.
Yep.
There's water in there acting like a little bit of a seal.
Yeah, so the water in here is keeping the gas trapped inside. You lower it here. Yeah, just rest very loosely there. And then when I hit this button.
2, 1.
Woohoo!
The flash, people. Explosion. It was rocket fuel igniting right here. It's the very same fuel we're going to use. Is it Falcon 9?
This is space shuttle fuel.
Yeah, but I mean that we're going to archidize. That's important.
I believe so.
Let's say it is. It's got to have a component of hydrogen and oxygen.
The theory here is that you're going to get water from asteroids. And using solar power, which is abundant.
Wait a minute! You could go out in space without enough fuel to get back.
Exactly. And make your own and get back.
And get back, or go on to the next one.
Even farther.
Made of solid platinum.
Oh yeah.
And then drag it back. Plan's so crazy. It just might work.
Yeah, so what we have here now, we have a bunch of pre-filled micropipette rockets. They're a bit smaller than the one we just launched, but they tend to fly better because they're so much lighter weight.
Micropipette rockets.
Yeah.
The MPR.
Something like that, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Woo!
So there are instructions on how to make this online.
There are YouTube videos about it. We're not going to know that.
So the gold color is a Sharpie pen.
It's just
to give it embellishment.
Spray paint to make it easier to see on camera.
And it
Simple
gives
as
it that
that.
whole rocket vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, it is radiation.
It's it is solar radiation. May I press one?
Yeah.
So you loaded this a little while ago to different And you leave water in it on purpose of some sort?
Yeah, because if you just had the gas in there, the gas doesn't give you much thrust coming out the back. But if you have water in there, the explosion pushes the water out the back, and that's what propels the rocket forward.
It's
for every action that we offset the gas.
I've never heard of it. No, but that's quite an insight. You could write something and be known forever. So the explosion, expanding gas itself is not what provides the site. It's the mass of water.
Exactly.
So you guys have digged around, experimented with the amount of water needed. So is this medium or small?
This is a pretty good amount of water. We've had the best results with this amount.
Looks like 5 milliliters. What do you got there? Something like that?
I'm not sure exactly how much it is.
Oh, it is closer to 1. A cubic centimeter. Back in the old days. Back before they had the System International. 3, 2, 1. Oh man,
nice.
Good one.
That's kind of addictive.
Another, there's more here.
This one's got a lot more gas.
It's a lot of gas. What up?
Actually, you can squeeze out some of the water.
Well, I'm asking you. I'm not from around here.
Different locations around the museum. We've got Peter Diamandis, our co-chairman and co-founder, coming up in just 30 seconds. But first, at our 4:30 mark, I want to let you know we are $6,500 away from zapping me with the Tesla Cannon. And we have another surprise giveaway that right now, for everyone who's watching live, if you've pledged $149 or more, any level, doesn't matter what it is, just so long as your total is $149 or more, go to the Kickstarter website and type in with the hashtag ARKYD shirt in the next hour and comment on how space inspires you, how the ARKYD is helping you do that. Again, at the $149 level above, use hashtag ARKYD shirt in the Kickstarter comments, and we will mail you an exclusive ARKYD t-shirt. Now that's for everyone in the next hour as we get to the 5:30 hour. So for those of you who are watching live, this is the only way to get this. Again, $149 pledge level or above. Use the hashtag ARKYD shirt and tell us how space inspires you in our Kickstarter comments.
All right, we're joined now by Peter Diamandis, one of the co-founders of Planetary Resources. Peter, welcome to the live webcast. Tell us a little bit, why should people be pledging for this project?
Hey everybody, it's a pleasure to be here, and
Cannon yet.
Well, we have, but not recently.
So a time for another wardrobe change. This is my Spirit and Opportunity shirt. What is this? Roaming the Red Planet. So a few thousand more dollars added since we were last on before the stream break. We've got $3,100 to go.
The stream break, I like that.
And I'm gonna get zapped. So
that's happening. You know that's
I know that's happening
soon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to keep the stream up while we're doing that. Because that is a big EMP and sparks going all over the place. It's going to be a sight to see.
I really hope we can. I hope two things. One, that you actually get to see, because you can see it arc from the end of the Tesla gun to your arm.
You can.
You can actually see the arc.
And I will tell you, you can feel it too.
Yes. But then there's also this amazing sound, this exactly like you think it should sound is what it sounds like. And then there's this burning skin smell, burning hair skin smell. Fortunately, you're not going to get that online.
No smell-o-vision today.
No,
so,
not today.
Just a reminder, everyone who is watching live, we announced 13 minutes ago at the bottom of the hour at 4:30 that for those who are watching the live stream, thank you for those who came back and stayed with through the stream break. But if you're watching live, go, and if you've pledged $149 or more, we're going to give you a free t-shirt. If you go into the comments, tell us why you think this is so inspirational, what you love about ARKYD, and use the hashtag ARKYD shirt. And we'll send everyone who's pledged $149 or more a special Kickstarter shirt that really will be only available to the folks who are watching the live stream right now. And back to the top, for those who are just tuning in, we're here at the Charles Simonyi Space Gallery in the Seattle Museum of Flight. I'm Chris Lewicki, President, Chief Asteroid Miner at Planetary Resources.
I'm Benjamin Higginbotham, assistant to the chief asteroid miner at Space. You like that?
So deputized.
Yeah, at Spacevidcast, and yeah, we're here for the next couple of hours making this happen. Like you said, go on Twitter, go on Facebook, go on Google+, go on whatever social media you may have, and spread the word. Make this an exciting event.
Yeah, and we can see that you're doing that. That 145 number is getting very close. We're going to bust out the Tesla cannon, and you're going to see the Oatmeal's Tesla cannon. And just hello to everyone who's followers of the Oatmeal out there. Thank you so much for your support. We gave a special gift to the Oatmeal last week. If you're followers of them, perhaps you've seen it by now. I shall not speak of it on air, but he really likes it. And yes, it is a real asteroid. We have a few of those around the office. A reminder, we'd like to see everyone pledge at the $99 level or above today. There's a bunch of stuff that we're going to give everyone. We've actually sold out of our first $200 level for the private astronomer pack, but for those who were trying to get it, we've added another pledge level so that you can still get those. Pledge $200 or more, and you actually get 30 minutes of time on a space telescope orbiting the Earth to do with whatever you want, so long as it's not pointing it at the sun. What would you
get to control a craft orbiting the Earth.
You do.
You can point it at whatever you want, other than the sun and Earth.
We'll take your coordinates. We'll take your exposure settings. We'll take all the information that you want to do for your scientific exposure, or maybe you're just going to have fun with it. But we'll give you that time on the spacecraft, because this is about making this publicly available.
Actually, can you describe how will that work? So I've been given we'll call it 5 minutes of time.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do? Do I just give you the coordinates and say point it here? Is there an iPhone app? How does that all work?
Well, we'll actually be coming out with a planner's guide on how you can use this scientifically. We'll let you know the specs of the spacecraft as they're finalized. We'll let you know how you can plan your observations, some pointers for exposure duration, some descriptions of the filters that we have and scientifically how they might be useful. Or maybe you just want a simple picture and you don't need to go into all that detail, and you want to pick something that we've already selected for you. So you'll have really the full suite of options, from the enthusiast all the way out to the hardcore scientist. This is a scientific instrument. We're using it as a scientific instrument, and really want to let everyone do that. I've been asked to tell a little bit more about my shirt. I've got many wardrobe changes today. This is Spirit and Opportunity, everyone's older favorite Mars rovers, the ones that were there before Curiosity. I was flight director for both of these missions when we landed, and it was a really fun time. Opportunity is still kicking, just like our Kickstarter is, for another 2 hours and 13 minutes. We are $1,675 away from.
Can you feel it? I'm starting to be able to smell it.
I think we better start setting up. Actually,
absolutely.
So maybe I should to take my cues and get going for that. Let's see here.
Well, we've got a video I can go to. This is the
this is actually my favorite video yet. This is a short one. It's only a minute or so, but this is really fun, and it kind of shows you maybe a little bit more of the cult experiment of the selfie.
Absolutely. All right, here you guys go.
All right.
ARKYD宇宙望遠鏡。宇宙でジムの写真を撮ります。いや、本当ですって。気絶するほど技術的に進んでます。友達も気絶しますよ。気絶した友達の写真を撮って世界中とシェア。地球のみんながあなたの写真に釘付け。ARKYD宇宙望遠鏡。宇宙で写真を撮ります。友達の写真、ガールフレンドの写真、ガールフレンドのガールフレンドの写真、ガールフレンドの他のボーイフレンドの写真、なんだとお付けに使ってください。博士ではなくても心配無用。友達と携帯カメラとインターネットさえあればいいんです。簡単でしょ。プロポーズや初めてのデートのお誘いにもどうぞ。断られた？気にしない気にしない。すぐいい人が見つかるって世界中に知れ渡ったわけです。アメリカで作られましたが、世界中のどこからでも使用できます。どうするかはあなた次第。自分の写真を宇宙で撮りたい皆さん、お申し込みよろしくお願いいたします。よし。
All right, so it sounds like we have a moment of trivia. Hang on, let me just kick that on. There we go. So some trivia questions. This is from Planetary to the audience, or is this the other way around?
No. So I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Ben. We've just now met.
I'm the
That's
other
how
Chris.
That works.
I'm Chris Voorhees. Hi. I'm VP at Planetary Resources. and I am here to run a quick space and science quiz between our two competitors today, one of which is our special guest Bill Nye, and the other of which may not have a functioning brain after what's about to happen to him. But we'll see. And so what we want to do is pit Bill Nye's general science knowledge against President Chris Lewicki's general space knowledge.
Were you able to hear that? I don't know if the mics picked that up, but yeah, you know, can you take that camera and zoom in on the Tesla coil? Or it's not a Tesla coil, it's a Tesla gun.
It's a Tesla cannon.
It's a Tesla cannon. There you go. All right, so hang on. Check this out. Yeah, one more time. Just one more for the... Oh, man. It really does hurt when it zaps you. It really does.
Not quite.
So, but we need Bill Nye and Chris both should we?
We need Bill Nye first.
Yep.
And then we're going to put 90 seconds on the clock.
All
we're
right.
going to ask Bill Nye a series of questions.
All right.
Then we'll have Chris come.
Cool.
We're asking the same set of questions.
Cool. Can we have a runner find Bill Nye for me? Okay, cool. Should we let the audience know what the questions are in advance, or are we just gonna spring it on them last? We're just figuring that out. We're producing the show right in front of you right here, right now. That's how this is going.
Produced in process.
In process, yeah. We are like 500. No, we're 400 and what is that? $47 away from.
Oh, we're almost at 1.45.
We need like 4 more people to pledge at the $100 level, and we've got a quick nifty infographic on that. So here's the $100. This is the $99 pledge level. These are all the different things that you get. You get your 2 selfies. You get your selfie in space, which is awesome, and then you also get your selfie in the clean room. You get your membership to the Planetary Society. If you're already a member of the Planetary Society, not a problem. Gift your membership to someone else, someone who maybe could be inspired by the Planetary Society, someone who maybe isn't exactly a wholehearted space geek right now, but with just a little bit of a shove, they could become an uber epic space geek.
That's exactly right.
It just takes a little bit to. What was that? I don't know what that was.
No, it is just, it's just desperately close.
Oh,
there
we
are.
Yeah, we just went over. That's the.
I think we really have no choice.
It's Tesla coil time, so we need to find Bill Nye. I would love. Yeah,
we're here.
All right.
That happened. So.
All right, so you got to man the camera. We set up for this. Are we gonna do the mics?
No, we're not gonna. So here's what we're gonna do. We want to be able to get this so that you guys can hear his flesh burn.
Yeah, and I wish you could experience the smell, because there's really nothing.
No, you really
like
don't want to
burning
experience
hair.
the smell.
So, okay.
So because of you guys, thanks to you, we are further along. We've actually made the $1.4 million pledge, which means we're at that level. We're only a little bit away from, we're 150,000 away from being able to make it to the next level. But because of you and all of your hard work, we now get to zap the chief asteroid miner of Planetary Resources with a Tesla gun. All right. Go ahead.
All right, stand by.
So, introduce Ray, Chris, if you could.
All right, so this is Ray Ramadurai. He is our principal avionics engineer, and I can think of no one better suited to be firing at will at the president.
Okay.
All right, I've got that.
No, you got to do the right side.
Oh, I got to do the right side.
All right, here we go. So fire it off. Show them how it works.
Yes, it does work. You ready?
All right, here we go. 2-3 seconds.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Woo! All right.
Yeah.
The light bulb didn't light up.
So, now, do we get to do that to him?
Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Wait. Hang on. Did you say you want to do that? Oh, you want to shoot it. You don't want to. Okay, all right.
So here's the deal. We're at 1.45 million right now. At another $50,000, which we're going to definitely make happen, We'll do it again. And we'll do it for a longer period of time.
I'll go to the wide shot for you, Carrie Ann, and then can you...
Man.
Oops, I will try to go to the wide... Oh, man, you can smell you from over here, man. God. All right, you should be able to, I think, on that camera, zoom into his arm and show the... yeah. There you go. You can actually hopefully see...
Real hairs were singed.
I'm not sure how well that's coming out. Yeah, well, yeah, we tried, internet.
So we could quiz you since you're here.
Okay. I have 90 seconds on the clock.
90 seconds. Yeah.
You have 90 seconds on the clock. Here's the deal. These are science, general science questions, mostly space, but some other ones mixed in.
Okay.
You have 90 seconds. 2 passes within the 90 seconds, so you can pass on 2 questions.
Okay.
All right, and the goal is to get more correct answers than Bill Nye.
And we're doing this immediately after I got shot with a Tesla cannon.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure what happens to the loser here, but something does. So.
Oh well, we have technology outside that maybe we could.
Yeah, we have some technology that can be used.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
All right. So you ready?
No.
90 seconds on the clock, and it begins now. What is the chemical formula of ammonia?
Oh, ammonia, NaH4?
Incorrect.
No.
What is the only probe that has so far been sent to Uranus and Neptune?
Voyager 2.
Correct. Name the 4 Galilean moons of Jupiter.
Io, Callista, Ganymede, and Europa.
Correct. At what temperature on the Kelvin scale does water freeze?
273 Kelvin. Point something.
Correct. Correct enough. In which spacecraft did Yuri Gagarin become the first man in space?
Oh, the Soyuz?
Incorrect.
Ah.
What is the brightest star in the night sky?
The night sky, that would be... Ooh, tough thing. Sirius.
Correct. Name the first 4 elements on the periodic table.
Hydrogen, helium, carbon. No, that's,
Incorrect.
That's 6.
Incorrect. Name this law. PV equals nRT.
That's the ideal gas law.
Correct. What is the longest bone in the body?
The femur.
Correct. What is the most common element in the universe?
Ooh, common element in the universe. I'm going to have to go with hydrogen.
Correct. What temperature is the same on both the Fahrenheit and Celsius scales?
Minus 40.
Correct. Which suborbital spacecraft successfully won the Ansari X Prize in 2004?
Spaceship One.
What is the name of the first near-Earth asteroid to be discovered?
433 Eros.
In what year was the Planetary Society founded?
Ooh, 1980.
Correct. Nice.
All right.
All right.
I think that one is kind of geared towards Bill Nye. I think that one question has a little bit of
maybe a little bit.
I must admit I'm not strong on the chemistry. So it's...
All right. So you got 11 correct answers. Nicely done, sir.
All right.
And when Bill is available, we'll run the gauntlet on
Absolutely.
him as well.
All right. Bill is right over there.
Cool. So
we'll just take a point here to remind everyone that during this hour, if you're watching the live stream, go in the comments, and if you've pledged at the $149 level or above, put in the hashtag ARKYD shirt and tell us what inspires you about the ARKYD, and we'll send you a special edition Kickstarter t-shirt along with your pledge. Let's see, we are at $1.45 million. We're inching towards our next stretch goal at 1.6 million with the Asteroid Zoo. I think we can make it though. I think you guys can pull it out. I think you can share this with your friends, with your family. Send it to those people that you need to send an email to because you've been meaning to for a month. So send it to them. Maybe even email's not good enough. Call them up because we're running out of time here.
Yes.
We've got
time is of the essence. A call would be good.
Yeah, we need it by 7 p.m. Pacific is when this campaign closes. And when we'll put the wraps on the ARKYD Kickstarter project.
Yes, which has been awesome.
It has been an awesome experience. One of the things that Chris, you and I think, are equally humiliated in is we've got a blooper reel.
Oh yes, we do.
Everyone, of course, has seen the Kickstarter main video. Videos, of course, you don't always get them on the first take.
No, it's amazing, but that's actually the case.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes several.
Yeah, I think actually we probably have this ready to go. So,
we do.
Yeah,
ready?
Here we go.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Are we sure this is going? Because I don't see anything on the YouTube channel.
All right, we'll give this one a go. During my time at NASA, I was privileged to not know what I'm saying. That's not what I want to say. But one thing we were never able to do. Yeah. But one of the things we've never able to... Yeah. And I forget what the rest of it is. And I can do that with the ARKYD. Of course I can.
Operating a rover on
Thank you. Operating a rover on another planet was a...
Hi, I'm Chris Lewicki. Not really, but we're testing right now.
This is Chris Lewicki, and it's party time at Suite 100 Planetary Resources. All right.
Let's see.
While we were working, there you go. As part of our mission to identify and how's the background noise? We've made every aspect of the spacecraft blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Hi, I'm Chris Lewicki, president of something. Stop laughing, I'm putting you up here next to why I keep messing that up. Start it over.
Peter, why do you want to invade space? You can hold a spacecraft in your hand. They're just robots on them. Like little tiny robots, miniature robots. And are you going to mine unobtainium? Pretty soon you're going to be blowing up a giant tree. I really hope you'll stay out of space. Okay, you do your own interview, Andy SoCal. Lasers and some photon torpedoes, and I'm really up into all of the science. Why don't you make a giant drill? Rain, what will your selfie look like? It will look a little bit like this. Why asteroids? Is Uranus too crusty? Is that a real question? These look like sippy cups, miniature bongs. I just needed to change my title. What are you called again? Planetary Resources. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you on the Twitters. Bye.
Okay, what's our hashtag? It's pound. Where were
Pound
we?
ARKYD.
And we're back. And Bill Nye is tweeting right now.
Yeah,
he's tweeting with his glass. He's tweeting. Is that a shot of you in glass?
That's right.
Yeah.
The Google Glass goggles. But these are cool, as I like to say. Pound ARKYD, and let's not forget, Explore Planets. Because if you join the ARKYD project at the $99 level or higher, you become a member of the Planetary Society. We'll be very thankful for that. This is a fabulous partnership between the ARKYDians and the Planetarians. And so join us, because we're just trying to change the world here.
I like that, ARKYDians.
That's awesome.
Yes, the
Yeah,
ARKYDians.
that's a thing now, just so you know.
It's surgically altered to appear as an ARKYDian.
Yes.
So, hi, you guys. See, that's funny to the Star Trek thing. But I'm all about the original because I'm of that age.
Absolutely.
But the thing about Star Trek, and the thing that has everything in common with the Planetary Society. Wait, let me just. The thing about ARKYD and the Planetary Society, and my old professor Carl Sagan, and Star Trek, what they have in common? Anyone? Optimism. Optimism about the future. That space exploration brings out the best in us. Space exploration challenges us in the most technically difficult ways, but also romantically. Like, why are you in this business? Because we are discovering more about our world, we're discovering more about the cosmos and where we all fit in. We are discovering more about what I like to call our place in space. So if you want to participate, everybody, please check out ARKYD. How far do we have to go? We got We only have 48,000 to go. Not even that. 47,406
And
people.
And we'll Zorch Lewicki with the Tesla cannon again.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I know you guys are all making jokes about the Tesla cannon. The thing is quite powerful. It's not,
Yeah, no, it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. So, you know, everybody loves the Nikola Tesla. Oatmeal's here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody loves the Nikola Tesla, but I gotta say, when you die penniless, something was wrong. Right? Something was wrong. So one of his ideas was to have so much electrical field in your neighborhood that everything would just run.
You pull it down. Yeah.
And your hair standing on
Yeah.
and everybody's jumping around with the thing. Yeah. So it was a start. But you guys check it out. Pound, what do you call it? Hashtag ARKYD. Add Explore Planets. Planetary.org. And you can participate in this thing, 99 or more, and you get a membership in the Planetary Society. What more could a person love? Now, trivia contest?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
All right.
We're having a traditional, democratized space exploration, asteroid-seeking telescope in space trivia contest, like you have every Sunday.
Yeah. This is around the kitchen table.
The nominal anniversary of Tunguska, by the way. Yeah, which is reckoned in the modern calendar.
All right, sir. Are you ready?
Ready for trivia-ness.
All right. Here are the rules. 90 seconds on the clock. General science.
So hang, is the clock total?
90 seconds total.
Okay.
It's going to be as many questions as you can get. You can pass twice. This is generally space, but there's some other topics in there.
Ready? Hit me the ball.
And do you want to know what your competitor got, or would you like to just know afterwards?
No. It's the score to beat. Yeah. What did he get?
All right. Score to beat. Chris was able to answer 14 questions and got 11 right.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Are you ready?
I guess.
90 seconds on the clock.
Yes.
Starting now. What is the chemical formula of ammonia?
NH3.
Correct. What was the only probe that has so far been sent to Uranus and Neptune?
Voyager 2.
Correct. Name the 4 Galilean moons of Jupiter.
Europa, Ganymede, Io, and Titan. No, just Saturn.
Incorrect.
Yeah. Go ahead.
At what temperature on the Kelvin scale does water freeze?
On the Kelvin scale, 273.
Correct. In which spacecraft did Yuri Gagarin become the first man in space?
I always call it Gagarin. What spacecraft? Well, it must have been. I'd go Soyuz, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What is the brightest star in the night sky?
Is it Arcturus?
Incorrect.
Okay.
Name the first 4 elements on the periodic table.
Hydrogen. Boron is 4. Lithium is 3. And first, what's 2? Okay, go ahead. Jeez.
Name this law. PV.
Oh, helium. Sorry, helium.
PV equals nRT.
Ideal gas law.
Correct. What is the longest bone in the body?
Femur.
What is the most common element in the universe?
Hydrogen.
What temperature is the same on both the Fahrenheit and Celsius scale?
Minus 40.
Which suborbital spacecraft successfully won the Ansari X Prize in 2004?
Spaceship One!
That's it. All right. For his troubles, Bill Nye answered 12 questions.
12, he had 14.
And got 8 correct.
Oh, so was he like 20? He beat me by a factor of 2?
And I got to give you one. I'm going to ask you an additional question because it was for you. In what year was the Planetary Society founded?
1980. It's really the winter of 79-80, but we'll go 80.
All right. And by whom? You want to give us a little history
Carl
lesson?
Sagan, the world's largest non-governmental space interest organization.
And what was the driving purpose when the organization was founded?
These are just fabulous softball questions.
Oh, yeah, I'm just racking them up, mostly because I want to see him hit with whatever.
Okay, but he beat me.
He beat you fair and square.
Yeah. Did he have 14 right?
He had 11 out of 14
and I had
right.
8 out of 12. Yeah.
told you were going down.
You were right.
We're going to have to rematch sometime.
Yeah, no, but you beat me fair and square in any way. I just don't care. What was it? Ganymede, Io, Europa, Callisto.
Yeah, let's educate some
look, Emily Lakdawala is my colleague.
He got ammonia,
and I just dropped the ball. Dropped the ball.
So both of you,
Yuri Gagarin.
Both of you did not get Yuri Gagarin.
What's his spacecraft's name?
Vostok 1.
Oh, Vostok 1. Very reasonable. That's probably right.
The first 4 elements on the periodic table are hydrogen.
I was going for helium. What's wrong with me?
Lithium.
I said beryllium. Yeah, lithium. Is beryllium or boron? Boron's 5.
Beryllium's
4. See?
Boron's 5.
That's why you have the periodic table.
That's right. So you can look it up.
So you can look it up. My grandfather was a chemist. My beloved niece and nephew are chemical engineers, and they know this stuff. I'm an observer, but a happy one. Now, where were we? The Planetary Society was formed in 1980. I'm looking at this camera. Sorry. Planetary Society was formed in 1980 when these guys, Carl Sagan, Bruce Murray, who was head of Jet Propulsion Lab in that hey days, Voyager, both Voyagers, Viking. And Lou Friedman, who's a manager at NASA, and these guys got together because they felt that public interest in space was high, but government support for it not so high. And we're at the same crossroads today. So please consider supporting the ARKYD 100 telescope project. Consider joining the Planetary Society. All you got to do is join at $99. What is this, a public broadcasting thing? Do I have a CD of that concert from 1980 with Roy Orbison or something?
And a tote bag.
And a tote bag, a messenger bag.
I definitely want to see the video with Chris with the psychedelic kind of chroma key background, doing the best of songs on the CD that you get when you pledge your $99.
In their original styles by the Northern Lights. This would be an older reference. I bought an Elvis Presley double album set from one of those, and it's all that. Let me say it's all that. This was on vinyl. Now you can get it by satellite. There's all Elvis all the time. On set, the guy recorded so many songs that he can have 24/7. It's astonishing. So we would not have satellite broadcasts. We would not have this technology here. We would not have the internet. We would not have these screens or the fabulous goggles that all the kids are wearing. We would not have these if it were not for space exploration. So the Planetary Society wants the mission, the goal, the vision is everyone in the world supports space exploration for the betterment of humankind. That's all. If the Earth gets hit with an asteroid the size of the Tunguska event, June 30th, 1908, that's it. I mean, that's it we're in King County, Washington today. King County's done. It's a county killer. We're done. Give me a major metropolitan area. Which one? Seattle. Portland.
Los Angeles.
That's right. Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yes.
It's a Los Angeles
It's out west
killer.
someplace. Yes, that's it. We're done. So we can't let that happen. We don't want that.
Well,
so,
and if you liked Spirit and what it did on the surface of Mars and Opportunity and Curiosity, you should support the Planetary Society. Planetary Society is the best advocate in the country for robotic space exploration, and they were a big part of why those vehicles and those spacecraft got to do what they got to do. They kept them alive.
I love you, man.
And they kept them alive in Congress. They kept those programs going and allowed scientists and engineers to do what they do best.
It does bring out the best in us. Now, everybody. Why do you go to Mars? Why do you want to go to Mars? Don't teachers need to get paid? Don't we need a new sewer system? Two questions we have all asked. If you tell me you have not asked these questions, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying you're lying. Where did we come from? And are we alone? And if you want to know the answers to those two questions, you have to explore space. If you tell me you've never, I don't believe you. Of course you have. Are there aliens, you ask yourself? Well, get this, people. We're walking down the street, minding our own business. A meteorite man's here, right?
Sure. Yes. I'm getting a yes.
There's a guy displaying meteorites here. And so we find meteorites that fall from space. Most of them land in the ocean. You never find them. But the ones that land on the ice in Antarctica, voilà. It's got iron, free iron. I could reflect radar or infrared or light. And I could
his bike pack's dead.
And I could discover my place in the universe, and it's magnetic. I mean, people, isn't that the coolest thing ever? This thing came from outer space. It's magnetic.
It's a giant hunk of iron.
It's a hunk of iron, like crazy. Just think if we could go out there and mine one. We could get, dare I say it, rich. So that's the planetary resources. That's the goal. So we're going to put up these telescopes. We're going to look for these asteroids. We're going to go out and try to get some of it. The main thing we're looking for is water. Is that right?
Well,
Rocket
many different things, but yeah.
Water first.
Foundation of everything.
Anyway, if this hits you on the head, that's it. Okay. If it hits our atmosphere on the head, that's kind of it. And that's what happened over Chelyabinsk,
Yes.
Russia. They're around our Valentine's Day. They're 14th of February. They don't have enough Hallmark card promoters, I guess. So this is a serious business, and we are the first generations of humans that could do something about an asteroid. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time. So at the Planetary Society, we support the exploration of asteroids so far from the Earth. That asteroid that came by in the same 24-hour period, 2012 DA-14, was found by some guys that we gave a grant to for a fancy camera. And the camera allowed them to discover this thing last year, 2012. And if it hits the Earth, that's a kind of a country killer, isn't it?
Yeah,
I guess it's a small. If it's Luxembourg, for sure.
Definitely Luxembourg.
Yeah,
Liechtenstein.
It's it. Yeah.
Yep.
And this is really hard on the world's economy. If it lands in the ocean, and you get enormous, unprecedented tsunamis around economically important port cities.
Yes, and 80% of the world's population lives on a coast.
It's trouble, trouble, trouble. Hence the expression, life is a big, great... No, life is a beach. That's right. Life is a beach. And so this is a time when you could influence human history. And so that's what we're excited about at the Planetary Society. We are at a strange time now where public support for space is really high. That's why all of you are joining. We're up to
70,247.
So we've been when I've been sitting here, we've had 300 or 400 people, but we need everybody. If you want to get to the 1.5 million mark, which who wouldn't? We need another 43 people, not even 42,000 people to jump on board. Yeah, so get out there. Come on, we love you, man. No, we need if people are giving $99, we need 4,200 people. Sorry, so it's like some decimal point, power of 10 thing. Now the kids are doing it. The kids with their calculators.
So what's next, Ben?
So we're gonna bring the t-shirt. We're gonna bring t-shirts back on. So
t-shirts back on.
We're gonna give you a break, Bill.
Yeah, give me a break. Bill, can you give us a break? No, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Did I mention the Planetary site? Did I say anything?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. These are the Google Glass goggles. They are kind of styling. You tap them, and it's repeating what I say. This could be the future. Thanks, everybody.
All right, Bill, take your mic pack. Bill.
Whoa, steady.
Take that with you. There you go. Yeah, no kidding. All right. Now we're going to bring Frank back on. Yeah. By the way, I'm part of Team Tangerine for Google Glass. Do you have your glass yet? Are you on the list?
I've tried the glass. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've been qualified to get it yet. But hopefully, maybe if someone out there wants to help me out.
So here's an idea for PRI. I think you should have a glass app where, as I look around, the telescope moves and just shoots whatever I see in my little... I think that might be a terrible idea, but...
a 22nd century version of asteroids.
Exactly.
Right, the human Google Glass version of asteroids.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I like that.
That'd be kind of cool. Tilt your head, and an entire spacecraft moves to the right. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
All right, so let's go over that T-shirt contest one more time.
Yeah, so before I do that, so two things. So one, we have an education contest. And I would love to pull up one of the videos of the winners.
Ooh, let's see.
We have that on the Run of Show document.
What's it called?
Let's see.
Oh, Run of Show.
Yeah,
all right.
The Run of Show.
Here we get an awkward moment while I.
While Ben looks, let me tell you. So we have about 10 minutes left in the T-shirt giveaway. So if you haven't heard yet, or you're just tuning in, if you've pledged $150 or more and you type in the # ARKYD shirt in the Kickstarter comments, we will give you an additional t-shirt and deliver it wherever you want. And this can be one of the 3 t-shirts we have on the site, or it can actually be our grand prize winner to the t-shirt competition. So if you're just tuning in, earlier today we were talking about our t-shirt competition. We had an unbelievable turnout for this design competition. We did it with Freelancer, and we were thinking we might get maybe 100 submissions. We ended up with 2,500 submissions of t-shirt designs. And so our judges were very busy. They were actually working day and night for about a day, trying to pick out the best one. And this guy's the winner. So next 10 minutes, if you like this t-shirt or any of the other t-shirts, we'll give you a free one for everybody that's pledged over 150. Just go in the Kickstarter comment stream, #ARKYD shirt.
Cool. All right, so which one am I looking at here? The 5th grader one or the, I assume it's one of those two, correct?
Yeah, we could do, let's do, actually, there's an even better one.
Okay, where's that better one?
It's in the Google Doc.
Oh, in the, again, awkward moment as we search.
Yep.
And then you're looking
media content. And then all the way to the right with the Arbor School.
All right. All right. So that will take me a moment because I'm going to need to download that.
Yeah, so
we're going to have to copy.
Let me just talk about this competition. So we know that for some schools it's very difficult to raise the $1,750 or the $5,000 to get our education supporter and education ambassador pledge levels. These are phenomenal levels. They bring STEM education alive for students all around the world. We've had schools all the way out in China or Israel or the UK actually get time on the telescope with these levels. They get to control the telescope. Every student in the classroom gets a space selfie for themselves, which is pretty cool. And they also get a model of the ARKYD, as well as some instructional curriculum to use. So it's phenomenal. We've had teachers all over the world telling us about it, getting really excited. And I thought we would play one of the winning videos. So I think we're good to go.
I think so. All right. So here we go.
This was a school in, actually not too far from us, down in Sammamish, Washington State, the Arbor Montessori School.
This is my school. There are big kids and little kids. It's a Montessori school. We learn math. We learn science. We learn reading. I like space. If my school had a ARKYD, I would learn about asteroids, stars, moon, and really actually space itself. I really hope we get to use ARKYD.
All right. So that was one of our entries, one of my personal favorites, and they will be getting an education supporter level. The other winners, we had 2 different categories. So we had a research winner, the person who could best describe how they would enhance research at their institution. Typically these were for colleges. And then we had an education level. Mm-hmm. This one was for who could inspire young kids with the ARKYD. So the grand prize winners were actually the Lincoln Elementary School in Ellensburg, Washington, and the Florida Tech down in Florida, and their physics group there. So congratulations to them. It was a great time doing the competition.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. We could bring up another video too. One of the other ones was very good.
Yeah, are these also in the Google Docs, or these?
One of the other ones you had pulled up before.
All right, so I think I had education competition.
Yeah, let's try Florida Tech.
All right.
This one was phenomenal. They went all out.
All right, let's see how well this plays.
Hi, we're the Astronomy and Astrophysics Group in the Department of Physics and Space Sciences at Florida Tech. And here's what we plan to do with the ARKYD Space Telescope.
As the country's 4th largest undergraduate astronomy program, we will use ARKYD to further engage the curiosity and imagination of university and high school students across the nation and locally on the Space Coast. We will incorporate the ARKYD mission into our current curriculum of all of our astronomy and astrophysics classes. We will also give 20% of our main optics observations to Space Coast schools that propose the best and most innovative use of ARKYD. Our research covers everything from smallest near-Earth objects and exoplanets to the largest clusters of galaxies in the universe. With ARKYD, we will team up everyone from high school interns to the experienced researchers. Most of these projects will benefit from being high above the Earth's atmosphere, no weather interference, stable images, ultraviolet through near-infrared wavelength coverage, and high sensitivity.
Our location, just south of the Kennedy Space Center, and our global network of ground-based telescopes gives us the unique opportunity to provide valuable support to the ARKYD mission. From the potential for an additional ground station to the rapid follow-up on asteroid observations through parallactic distances and orbits.
Education, research, and mission support go hand in hand. The opportunity provided by this ARKYD competition will give the next generation of scientists and engineers the chance to discover the wonders of the universe in a unique and exciting way.
All right, and welcome back. So what's your new shirt you've got on now?
So this one is courtesy of the Oatmeal, and we were discussing Tesla and Edison and being penniless. And of course, everyone knows the Oatmeal and his campaign for Nikola Tesla. Tesla greater than Edison, because really if it weren't for Tesla and alternating current, I would be dead right now.
You would. We'd be shooting.
Yeah.
You would have fallen over. Although it's still painful.
Still painful.
Still painful.
But, you know, 39,400 or 542. And we'll do it again. And the other thing is, we do have a dunk tank outside, and this is really to just get you guys to motivate, keep moving forward.
That's not the dunk tank. Hang on, I got a shot of it.
We are $15,000 away from use of the dunk tank. We'll do that at 1475. And whether it'll be interns or myself, I mean, I did win the quiz.
You did. Yeah. You did. I would say I was surprised, but no, I was actually surprised.
Yeah, and then I told Bill I was going to, you know, just going to win. And I'm glad I represented.
When's the rematch?
Well, we're going to have to schedule a rematch at probably a future event. So since we're back with everyone, we're at 17,274 pledges. Thank you for everyone who's been sharing this. Thank you so much to everyone who's backed this. We are an hour and 33 minutes away from the close of this historic campaign, the first crowd-funded, publicly accessible space telescope, really for everyone out there who has backed us. We've raised $1.46 million. I'm hoping that we can pull it out by the end of tonight and get to our next stretch goal at $1.6 million, because if we get there, we'll be able to team with this universe and create an asteroid zoo. This is more crowdsourcing. This is taking telescope data from the Catalina Sky Survey, letting everyone really help analyze all these images like all the other zoos that Zooniverse has done. Remind everyone, again, all the pledge levels, whether you're at the $25 level, the $2,500 level, or the 10K. And we've gotten a few more 10Ks today.
Wow.
A friend of the Oatmeals pledged and said if he wouldn't have saw that post, he wouldn't have realized it. And we're getting people cheering me on, wanting to zap me again. So it's all good stuff. Would like to see everyone watching today at that $99 level above. It doesn't matter how you get there, whether it's the $99 itself, which is portrayed in the graphic, whether it's the $65 HD selfie and a t-shirt add-on, and just all the add-ons we have, the mission patches, models, what have you. So just to remind you again, if you haven't shared this with everyone you know, you've got an hour and a half left to do that. We're seeing things move up there. Thank you for that. We're having a great time here in Seattle at the Museum of Flight, Charles Simoni Gallery. And we're now at 5:30, and wanted to announce, actually got to drop off camera here and go pick something up. Let's see.
Well, I'll keep talking about, sharing is more than just social media. Obviously, we're all social media geeks. So sharing on social media, Google, Facebook, Twitter, that's all easy. But you can also call people, let them know, ring them up in the middle of the night if it's the middle of the night where you are, although probably not. And you can also get together, drop this up on your Roku, put it up on a big screen. This is a fun party. What have you got there?
So these are our beautiful We Made It So posters. And for fans of Star Trek, where does Make It So? Where does that come from?
Make It So. Picard.
Picard, yes.
Make It So.
Make It So. So all of you out there, all 17,283 of you, you made it so. And
I felt like I was getting quizzed there.
Yeah, well, I've been quizzed all day.
I suppose you have. You won, though.
Yeah,
you won.
I did win.
I'm sorry.
Represent. So in the upper right-hand corner here of this, you can see we've got these signed. Bill Nye has signed 50 of these, and to the next 50 people who increase their pledge level by $10, we will send these out to you as a special gift. Doesn't matter what level you're at. If you're watching live right now, and let's see, you have to increase your pledge level by just $10. You'll be entered into our raffle to get the chance to get all of these. And we've got a lot of people watching. So there's it's not a sure thing, but increase your pledge by $10, and we've got 50 of these signed posters that we'll send out to you.
One of the unique things about your campaign is that you continually improve each level that you've already pledged at. So when you pledged at $100 at the very beginning of the campaign, the level is substantially smaller, and just because you pledged then doesn't mean that you get all this extra stuff. You actually do get now both selfies because you made it past the stretch goal, and a bunch of other stuff with that. What was the thought process that kind of went behind all that? I mean, this is a wildly successful Kickstarter campaign. You're doing a closing webcast telethon. That is not something that normal Kickstarter campaigns do. How did you guys come up with all of this?
Well, we talked to a lot of people who ran campaigns like this. There have been actually a few others that have done closing campaigns. There's some that even have done 24 hours live.
That's insane. I will tell you, having done 12 and 14-hour shows live, that's insane.
Yeah, we thought we would get some sleep last night so that we have energy when we get zapped with 100,000 volts.
Well, wouldn't the 100,000 volts give you energy? And by the way, ba-ding ding.
Ba-ding ding, yeah, that's right. So yes, but if you pledge the beginning campaign at the $99 level, you got, of course, the HD selfie, you got the Planetary Society membership, and you gave a little bit of time of the main telescope optic for science, for centers like here at the Museum of Flight, for classrooms, and for the network of science centers that we'll be creating after this campaign with everyone's support and guidance on what we're doing. But now, as you pointed out, Ben, you'll also get, because we passed a stretch goal at the beginning of this broadcast, you'll get that second selfie that we'll do from our clean room as the spacecraft wakes up for the first time when we're assembling it next year. So kind of a chance to run it through the system, get the first selfies taken on our spacecraft with our technicians and engineers in the background. For those who like defending the planet from asteroids, as Bill Nye was just talking about, the meteorites that are raining down upon us on Meteorite Day 105 years ago, Tunguska impacted over Siberia. And we hope that doesn't happen again soon. We need to be monitoring the skies so we can find them before they find us. But in addition to Planetary Fence, for those that like gaming, you'll get a free copy of a $90 value of Planetary Annihilation for everyone who's pledging at the $99 level. And there's still one more that I keep forgetting.
I wonder what the total retail value of that $99 level is.
It's actually about $250.
Well, there you go. So for $99, you get about $250 worth of stuff and swag and other stuff that you probably, as a space nerd, would already want. And if you've got maybe kids or you've got someone else who's almost a space nerd, maybe they're a techie and they just need a little nudge to become a space nerd, what a great way to push them over the edge.
Yeah, and as Bill Nye mentioned earlier today, we'll be starting a contest with members of the Planetary Society. Of course, everyone who's pledged the $99 level and above will be able to put the motto on our spacecraft. Things like 2 planets, 1 sun. We'll come up with that model with your help of what we'll put on the spacecraft. And we'll also kind of do a little digital time capsule of sorts. We'll use everything that we've got set up for selfies for you to put a message in space, just like we did on the record for Voyager that is now going out to the edge of the solar system. Carl Sagan was pivotal in doing that, and the Planetary Society has been pivotal in putting these various messages. So I think we're ready with our next outside event now.
Yeah, I'm just letting them know. And absolutely. So we're going to pop back out there.
Just a quick last reminder, everyone, the opportunity to get these signed posters by Bill Nye the Science Guy. We've got 50 of them in the next hour. If you increase your pledge amount by $10, you'll have the opportunity to get these signed posters. We'll pick the first 50 out of the hat of people who have increased their pledge by $10, and we will send you these signed Bill Nye the Science Guy, Made It So ARKYD Space Telescope posters.
All right, here we go. Going outside. Boom.
All right, we're on.
Yay, we're...
Greetings. Bill Nye's back here with
Jake Hecklin
and
Dave Thompson.
And we have some liquid nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen is the same gas between you and me made into a liquid. Safety first. Put on the old American optical 3mm. So liquid nitrogen is a clear liquid. And in this styrofoam cup, I have a couple of marshmallows. Happy marshmallows. But in the meantime, here at ARKYD, you see it just boils like crazy. Here at the ARKYD telescope, we're going to demonstrate a gas jet thruster. Is that correct? A true fact or a false fact?
Yeah. What we're going to do is fill up a ping pong ball with a little bit of liquid nitrogen. It has a tiny little hole in it, if you can see.
Modified with an orifice.
Correct.
A nozzle.
A nozzle, and it will act like a cold gas thruster. So I'm
cold
filling
gas
it up right now.
Thruster.
Got a little cup of water.
A little cup of water. He drops it in, and it's cold, and it's gassing, and it's spinning.
And it's spinning.
Bah!
Dave,
you're going to try the same thing. He's filling his cold gas thruster.
Got to dry it off.
Modified nozzle. Poke a hole in it with a needle fix. And there. Oh, he's spinning with the marshmallows. You might be familiar with marshmallows being soft and squishy, but these are solid as a rock, and you can chew them. Nothing but fun. What happened to the rest of the marshmallow?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't want a hard marshmallow.
You guys are quite expert. But notice that it just boils. And it's minus 320 Fahrenheit in the old units, minus 196 Celsius, something like that. So when it gets out here in the modern world, which we're right here today, we are into the 30s Celsius, something like that.
89?
31. 89. Oh, Fahrenheit. Yes, in the old
system.
Yes, back in the good old days. So bad old mixed feeling days. So here, that was water. That's not nitrogen. See, they look alike. So you know, when you see the thing and it's labeled H2, and you can't read the rest of it, make sure it doesn't say SO4. It makes sense. That's a hilarious nerd in there.
Failed forecast.
So the only thing in handling liquid nitrogen, the only thing I tell people is protect your eyes. I'll tell you, I've been down this road many times. I don't wear gloves because if you get the stuff behind your hand, it's really difficult. It's bad. And I have had it in my shoe. And of course, it does boil very quickly. It goes away, but still, it takes you off guard. Takes you off guard. So, gentlemen, what are we? You're going to do another cold gas thruster. So,
correct.
Tell us about cold gas thrusters in space.
Cold gas thrusters can be used for attitude control on satellites.
So they thrust?
Exactly.
What drives them?
The momentum of the gas.
Gas. Is the gas hot?
No, the gas is cold, hence the name.
Okay, so what is the typical gas in the cold gas thruster?
There are various refrigerants, actually, that are used on Earth that are sometimes used in there, but now CO2 is used as well.
Carbon dioxide, because it's a pretty heavy thing.
Indeed.
It's safe to handle, liquid carbon dioxide.
There are a couple of CubeSats that are actually going to be using liquids that then turn into a gas.
Yeah, that's going to be water, happy water thing. So you dissociate the water using energy from the sun and electricity. Whoa, yes!
Woo!
And then you get your cold gas thrust. Yes!
Let's see if I
with
get
a ping pong ball. Liquid nitrogen, by the way, if you're scoring along with us, is cheaper than gasoline. It's an industrial, it has all sorts of industrial applications. Maybe you've had medical applications, freezing a skin lesion of some sort. Some in the Western world, we might say imperfection. And so it is remarkable material, and I've spent a lot of time with it, and it is nothing but fun because it looks fantastically dangerous, but nominally pretty much it is safe. However, I heard this the other day, and I don't know if this is true, where people passed out when they poured into the swimming pool.
Oh,
There's so much
yeah.
nitrogen above the surface.
I heard that.
I mean, it's just nitrogen, but it's also just not oxygen. So be mindful. Did we score the marshmallows? Is it just wow? Man can dream. All right, they're cold gas and they're thrusting. This could be optimized, couldn't it?
It certainly could be. The hole diameter is just a little bit too large, so our nozzle isn't working.
So is it eroded?
It has eroded.
Our nozzle has eroded.
It's gotten
you don't
so
want
cold
that,
it's
people.
been shattered.
Shattered. The nozzle has been shattered.
Correct.
What? Is it just me? I'm the only guy that's heard of the Rolling Stones? It's me?
I'm missing it.
Yes, the Rolling Stones is a rock and roll band.
Been around for like half a century.
Yes, yeah. So it was a big deal, you guys. The Rolling Stones and the Dave Clark 5.
Yes.
And why do I mention the Dave Clark 5? Because we're in Seattle, not far from Tacoma. We used to play at the Spanish Ballroom.
Very nice.
Right here. And Jimi Hendrix. I'm sure you all visited Jimi Hendrix things. So these are marshmallows stuck together. I've never tried this. This is new. But let me show you what I think is going to be a boon to the chewing marshmallow demo.
Yes.
You'll see there's a lot, because of their sticky-tivity togetherness. When I went to pull them apart, I created all sorts of surface area. Imperfections like craters on, say, an asteroid. Yes! And so when we drive up to an asteroid with our future asteroidal exploratory vehicle, which we have discovered through the ARKYD telescope, telescope system, which you have helped fund at the $99 level, I remind you, become a member of the Planetary Society, of which I am the CEO now. And you've all participated in this democratization of space. We all get a vote where we point the telescopes. And we found this asteroid, drive up there in our vehicle, and we discover these craters on this world so far from the sun. It's frozen even colder than liquid nitrogen.
Yes!
So Bill, do you want to talk about why you pour that on your hand and it didn't freeze you to death?
I didn't notice that. Because it boils before it gets it. In fact, it's so... Oh, by the way, when you go to walk on fire, there's three reasons generally you can do it. First of all, your foot is made of meat, and so it takes quite a while for the heat to get in there. Secondly, you'll have vasoconstriction, be a little bit uptight, and you'll shut down a lot of the blood circulation there. But the third thing
is lead cross.
So when the liquid nitrogen boils in my hand, there's a layer of nitrogen gas separating my hand from the cold liquid. Now, it still feels cold, but you saw I can handle it. Literally handle it. Hand. You with me?
Yeah.
So, did I mention the ARKYD project? Yes, you can participate. Did I mention the Planetary Society? Yes. Also, on the anniversary of the moon landing, the 20th of July, you will be able to participate in giving the ARKYD Telescope project a motto. A motto. Something to make you think deeply about the human condition in the cosmos, and dare I say it, our place in space. Back to you.
Woohoo!
All right, thanks, Bill. That was awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you.
It costs that much. You go and get it, and it's kind of fun to play with. So here we are. We have an hour and 17 minutes left in this campaign. And thank you for everyone who's been watching, who's been tuning in with us. I'm Chris Lewicki, President of Planetary Resources, joined by Assistant Deputy Undersecretary to the
Chief Asteroid Miner.
To the Chief Asteroid Miner.
That's correct.
Mr.
Yes.
Ben Higginbotham.
I get you coffee in the morning, I believe.
Dress my wounds.
Dress your wounds, which I will be needed to do.
Yes, in another 35,000. If we can get to 1.5 million, we will bring out the Tesla cannon again, and we'll see if Bill Nye will operate it to Zorch me with the Tesla cannon and the 100,000 volts.
If only you could smell it. I mean, you can see it, and hopefully you're able to hear it. But there's this distinct hair burning off your arm smell.
It's not really a good time, but
well, it is for everyone else.
These were the stories that we will tell for a while. So also, we're less than $10,000 away of using the dunk tank. We got that thing thinking that would be some fun. I don't know how you combine dunk tank and Tesla cannon. Instead of
that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
that's a really bad idea.
Is that not a winning combination?
Well, no, it's a winning combination, just not for whoever.
Don't try this at home, kids. So, just a little bit more about what we're doing here today. We are in the final hours of this campaign. Quite literally, the last. How many is it here? 76 minutes now. We need to stretch this campaign out to 1.6 million so that we can meet our next stretch goal and make the asteroid zoo with Zooniverse. I don't think we're going to make exoplanets today. We had a stretch out there, but unless we have a miracle occur here, we're probably going to not get that. But I know that we can meet that asteroid zoo goal. And just a little bit, a lot of people have said that this is their first Kickstarter campaign that they've ever pledged to. So Kickstarter is kind of a new thing, and it's a little bit of an acquired experience to understand how it works. There, of course, are pledge levels and reward levels, but the two are kind of loosely associated with each other. So to get the $25 space selfie, you need to pledge at least $25. You can actually pledge $50 and just choose the $25 space selfie. So if you are maxed out at 99 or 125 or whatever level you have, then you don't want to go up to that next level. Like we had mentioned for the posters, we'll confirm who wins the posters by a direct email that we'll send to your Kickstarter account. But in this hour, people who increase their pledge amount by $10, and you don't have to actually go to a different level, you can just add $10 when you manage your pledge. You'll be entered into the raffle to win one of these 50 signed posters from Bill Nye's Science Guy that say "Make It So." So that's one thing as an option for your pledge levels, for supporting this, and also making as much of this available for education. And why don't we talk about that right now? So what would it have been like for you in your high school science class, instead of, or maybe in addition to dissecting frogs, you had the week where you were running a space telescope orbiting the Earth?
It would have totally changed everything. For those who are avid Spacevidcast viewers, you'll know that I used to be a space and science geek when I was a really little kid, but as I got into high school, I fell out of that because it was uncool. I didn't really have anything that was all that compelling in the STEM area to keep me compelled in any of that stuff. But I still deep down love things like the space shuttle. I had just forgotten that. So if I had had access to a space telescope that I could move and do what I want, and there's this thing that clicks in your brain, you're like, whoa, wait, actually I'm doing this from here up there. That absolutely would have changed the path of my life for the better from that early on.
And it's really about that direct experience of doing this. It's reading from a book is not that exciting anymore. That's how I'm a little bit older than you. That's how I learned. You probably had a little bit more technology.
No, it was books. It was still
books.
Yep.
From Minnesota, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
I'm sorry about here. We're gonna have to end this thing right now.
We're out.
Okay. But anyway, the idea of having an engaging educational experience, not only where you're just not reading it from a book, or having media or apps, or being able to watch things on TV, everyone got to watch engineers land Curiosity on Mars, and then got to watch those engineers have all the fun driving it around. You didn't actually get to do that, and in many cases, even people who are working in these fields don't often get to do that. That's a very rare thing. But what we wanted to do was bring space within reach for everyone, and Spacevidcast has kind of a similar kind of make this.
We used to be Making Space Commonplace.
Making Space Commonplace.
Now it's for the space geek in all of us.
Yes.
Because there's that space geek in all of us.
And on Planetary Resources, we want to bring space within reach, whether it's within reach for an educational activity, or whether it's bringing the resources of space within reach to help expand the influence of humanity into the solar system. So with our ARKYD Space Telescope, we've got all these pledge levels from $25 to the $99 level to the $200 astronomer level, all the way up to the 10K pledgers, which we'll name an asteroid after when we discover these asteroids. The levels that allow you to do this is at the $99 level, you are enabling us to give additional time for educational uses. Our real visionary 5K pledgers have identified a school, and actually we are sitting right next to Blue Origin's test vehicle here in the Charles Simonyi Space Gallery. And Blue Origin actually made a 5K pledge on behalf of the company for Van Horn High School in Texas near one of their test sites. So thanks to Jeff Bezos and everyone at Blue Origin for doing that. And this is really what it's all about, is sharing this experience. So to be able to have that experience as a 10th grader, or maybe as a 6th grader, or someone visiting the museum, to see that this is technology that, you know, real people do. You learn science and engineering, you apply it. It's not like CSI or what happens in the movie. This is things that farm boys from Wisconsin or Minnesota can have access to, and that's really what we want to do with the education packages. So again, encourage everyone, if you are able, please increase your pledge level. If you've been supporting us to the maximum extent that you can, thank you so much. Please make that call out to someone, bring them into the campaign. We are still a little ways away from our asteroid Zooniverse goal, but we're only 6K away when we start dunking people. So when this ticker goes to 1.475, we're going to start dunking people. And I think maybe we'll start dunking them at every 5K.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's cue up.
Offsite, we're getting good thumbs up, and 5K.
Cue the interns and the engineers. And what? Oh, we've had a call from the interns. And if we can get to 1.5 here before the campaign closes, we'll bring out the Oatmeal's Tesla cannon again and fire it off on yours truly for science.
Science.
But we're not going to do it unless we can get to 1.5. So if you're able to increase your pledge level, please do that. And Frank, how's your day going?
It's good. I just want to reiterate the same point. This is the time, right? We want to do Asteroid Zoo, right? 1.6. We've got just over an hour to do it. So we really need everybody's help out there. If you could go right now and email 5 of your friends, right? Just 5 people, and say, get in on this right now. It's the last time in history you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, or if you borrowed their credit card, well, no, I shouldn't say that. Create another Kickstarter account.
If they owe you lunch money, you know, just tell them this is how to make this happen. We can do Asteroid Zoo. We can find hazardous asteroids, but we need to get more people to come in and be part of this.
Yeah, hey John, I know I owed you $25. I've been meaning to pay you back. How about a space selfie instead?
Yep, just a photo of yourself in space. I mean, come on, how hard is that to ask?
It's worth pointing out, if you've already pledged and you're like, oh, I really should have gone for the $99 level, you can. You're not locked into your pledge level. You can upgrade your pledge to whatever level you'd like.
Yeah. Very simple. Just manage your pledge. It's that nice blue button. It's green if you haven't pledged yet. You just go in there, you increase, and if you get over 99, no matter how you do it, you get the long list, those 6 things that we've mentioned: the Planetary Annihilation video game, the Planetary Society membership, the high HD selfie that's prioritized.
And because we reached the stretch goal earlier today, you get an extra selfie from the clean room, the beta selfie.
I can't believe how much you're getting. I mean, we've said it's $250. It's probably more than $250 value when you include that beta selfie.
Yeah, so we hope that everyone who has watched there, if you're not at the $99 level or above, get there. You'll help us get to the stretch goals. You'll help us bring the dunk tank online and use the Tesla cannon again.
Smell of burnt hair.
Yeah.
So there's actually a pretty common question that's coming up in the chat room, which is what will happen to the telescope after all pledge benefits have been fulfilled? So you've gone through Kickstarter, everyone's got their selfies, the program is done, you've fulfilled all of it, then what? Can people buy more selfies after the fact?
Maybe. We haven't actually decided on that yet. I mean, today is your opportunity to get in and get the pledge levels and lock yourself into the Kickstarter community that is really making this happen. You will be the people who are the original folks with the cool t-shirts that no one else gets because you were the early adopters. You will get to see every step along the way, and you become part of the community that actually helps us answer that question. We will actually go to you, the community, and decide, all right, everyone's had their pledges fulfilled. Now what? You know, let's watch Jupiter 24 hours a day. Let's look at the moon and look at during meteor showers. Just look at those little microblasts that happen, as was recently found just a few weeks ago. When we have a near-Earth asteroid crossing between the Earth and the moon, as they actually do 3 times a week, statistically, we can turn the camera and look at those.
I did not realize that was statistical. That's kind of
that's
scary,
a little scary, yeah. Yeah, here on Meteor Day, the 105th year since the Tunguska impact in northern Siberia, And this is something that the combination of what we're doing from an asteroid mining standpoint, creating these spacecraft and giving the public the opportunity through this Kickstarter to help support this and to allow you, the community, to decide what we do after the pledges are all finished out. So this will enable science to be done where today, unless you guys really to share this with everyone and make it happen, we're probably not going to be doing exoplanet science. We haven't had enough interest in doing that, but we still can start the asteroid zoo, and we can do crowdsourced asteroid detection and science that's actually going to enable us to better detect asteroids. And actually, there's a cool little side project that we'll be able to do with Asteroid Zoo. Do you remember Apollo 10? And that was the mission where they almost landed on the moon, but they didn't.
Right.
They came so close to it. The lunar ascent vehicle on that was called Snoopy. And Snoopy was used. It was disposed of, but it was actually disposed of in solar orbit. And there's a lot of people who believe that it's still out there and we can find it. And it may be in this Catalina data set that we can actually, you can have an opportunity to have us go out there and find Snoopy, the Apollo 10 lunar ascent vehicle.
That would be very
because
cool.
to an asteroid detecting telescope, it's hard to tell if it's an asteroid or if it's Snoopy. It'll be a very small asteroid.
I do believe that is the quote of the day.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell if it's asteroid or if it's Snoopy.
Yeah, so this is something that we would like to spin in to the activity at Asteroid Zoo. It's really being able to find all these objects that are out there to increase our ability to find them with algorithms, and it's going to be using our human brains to help better train the algorithms. So this is right along the lines of what NASA is doing with their recent asteroid initiative, and our part as a commercial company is to really come up with these innovations and put them in place, and through Kickstarter you have the opportunity to be one of the people that can make this happen. So we're moving. We're a little bit more than $4,000 away from bringing the dunk tank online, and we're about $29,808 from.
Do you have an idea as to who's going to go first?
The dunk tank?
Yeah.
Should we take votes? I vote Frank.
Frank is good too. I think you should go at a level.
Oh wait, I heard Chris volunteer.
I don't know if you'd be willing to go for it, but if you made it all the way to the $2 million stretch goal, it sure would be cool if we could dunk Bill.
Bill? I think if we got to $2 million, we could dunk Bill.
$2 million, dunk Bill.
Against his will.
Yeah, just place him in there. I'm not sure he would be against that, though.
Yeah.
He seems like a kind of...
Well, I mean, what could be better to celebrate than enabling the discovery and detection of exoplanets?
Absolutely.
To be able to see these things that have been found through the radial velocity method, and to be able to point ARKYD at them and look for that little faint dimming that happens during a transit, and that tells you it's a transiting planet. You can start to understand what its mass is. You start to know the angle of the ecliptic of that solar system. There's all kinds of things that you can really only do from space, because the atmosphere on Earth, it makes the star really wobble too much. So these are some things that you can only do in space. So
and that's possible. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. We've only got 1 hour left to make it another. We'll call it a little over $500,000, but it is absolutely possible. Call your friends, call your neighbors. They don't have to be space geeks already. This is inspiring to just about everyone. Everyone can look at this and go, "Wow, I can control a telescope in space myself. That's really, really cool." Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Get out there, tell everyone about what's going on here, and make your pledge and donation right now on the Kickstarter page.
So I think we're going to switch over and talk about our education contest winners. Is that right? Photo competition winners. We've had a lot of competitions really to get the message out. So let's go to photo competition. It's time for my wardrobe change.
All right, well, we'll do that, give you a chance to... Chris, what mic are you on?
I'm 3.
Thank you. Whoosh, not anymore. Thank you. All right, come on in.
All right, everybody. So I can't emphasize enough, we've got not much time left at all. So what we need is everybody to go out there and email 5 more friends and say, hey, take a look. We're about to dunk someone here once we hit the 475 mark.
Yep.
Dunk takes outside. I'll probably dunk myself pretty soon. Maybe even
How
Ben.
does that work? How does that? Oh yeah, with the mic pack on,
with the
with
Google
Glass on,
with Google Glass. Let's just see how good Google Glass actually is.
It's water resistant, I believe, is the phrase they use.
Well, I was joking. I'm not joking anymore. That's all right.
All right.
All right. So a lot of competitions. Last one is my favorite. This was the first competition that we did. We asked people, what does space mean to you? Submit us your photo or submit us your video. So we've got both a photo to share and a video. Might want to prep the video.
Sure. And you've got the photo,
yep,
right?
I've got the photo. So I will start with the photo.
Which one
Let's
is
see.
the video?
I will go in the Google Docs again and look for it. Media content. Down and...
Again, awkward moment. So go ahead and show the photo.
Ben will be doing that. This photo is kind of simple, but it's also pretty complex. First, the winner gets some epic prizes. The winner gets a dinner with Peter Diamandis and Eric Anderson, which is an experience. I've gotten to do it once myself, working here, and they went all out. I mean, I've never had a meal that was that nice. Even better, you get a signed poster from everybody here at Planetary Resources. You get your video in space. So this is the time you can take a look. Our $2,500 level is the video in space. We've had one person purchase this level. This is actually the PhD Comics person who does the PhD Comics. Hilarious. His plan is to give that video to a lucky grad student so they can publish their dissertation in outer space. So take a look. It's hilarious. I encourage you to submit there. In addition, the winner of this competition got a 0G flight. So they get...
Wow.
That's right.
That's like a $5,000. 0G flights are not inexpensive.
They're not.
And they're parabolic flight, right? Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. Floating in weightlessness for 30 parabolas. Some of them might be Mars parabola, Mars gravity, or the moon gravity, but still, this is the experience of a lifetime. And happy to announce it goes to Mr. Gray Horowitz with this photo here. Can we look in on this?
I will.
It's not the best. Not the best.
All right, you
print.
can go and zoom in there, Carrie-Ann.
But what we've got is actually two photos layered over each other that we were very inspired by. So this is one of Gray's friend's eyes, actually. And what you see in there is a little streak. That streak is actually the International Space Station flying overhead that he took in a long exposure. You can kind of make it out just in the middle of this photo here. You can see the Milky Way in the background. So what does space mean to Gray? Well, it means connecting, I think, the inner with the outer cosmos. So congratulations to Gray. You'll be flying weightless on a 0G plane. Glad to have it. Once again, why don't we play that video now?
So there were many videos inside of this section. Is it the runner-up video?
Yes, Calais Centigran.
Great, I actually was able to grab that. Now you have to. We have awkward pause while I pull
So
it
this
over.
video, just a little primer. It's a little bit out there. It's a little bit out there.
I've not seen this, so
I'm a Star Trek fan, so this is it's a little bit out there, but it was very creative.
All right, so here we go. This is the runner-up video, correct?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
It has not been easy for me. Terrorists destroyed my home. They took away everything from me. I was once a great leader. But now, I have to live in exile down there. It has not been easy. Space is everything for me. Space is a place of infinite riches. The only way to have large-scale industries that do not harm the environment and planets, or indeed life itself, is to have them in space. We need space. I need space.
So we've got the $99 pledge level.
That's right. So just to remind everybody, if you're just tuning in, we've got the $99 pledge level, which just continues to increase in awesomeness, I think. So in addition to getting your high-definition space selfie taken in outer space with the Earth in the backdrop, you get 5 minutes of telescope time that you can give to any institution of your choice. Obviously, we're here at the Museum of Flight. They've been getting a lot of time from folks, but museums all over the country and the world have been getting time, as well as schools. So you get that. You also get the Planetary Annihilation video game, the Planetary Society annual membership, the ability to write a motto that will be voted for going into space, and your own personal message in space. And a thank you video with a frame that will have your name in it that will be a second selfie for you. So there's just a lot in this level. It's kind of a thank you for all our backers for helping us out. In what is now, we're coming up on the last hour of the campaign.
All right, I think we're actually ready, just about at the dunk tank area.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what Teal was showing us on his phone, that video.
Oh, no, you're right.
Oh, okay. So they're waiting for one more 1,000 before they dunk, before we go for Christmas.
I think they should just.
Yeah, we're not.
I think we should give them a snippet so that they know that we're ready.
One person doing the $1,000 donation. That's right. Or one person doing the $5,000 donation.
So we're ready. You go ahead and switch. Just let us know when you're going to switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
That's they're. I mean, they're ready to go.
They're ready to get wet. This is the time to open that wallet again. $1,000 will dunk somebody.
I'll
right
raise my
now.
hand when you're live.
And I can't emphasize enough. With 1 hour left, please email, call even. Go into your friend's house next door and tell him.
Break in.
Yeah. Go through. Won't go there. Go and get people to watch and be part of our final countdown. We have so much going on in this next hour. We're going to have our signed Bill Nye raffle for 50 people to get a signed poster from Bill Nye ends in just 25 minutes. And then at 6:30, we're going to have our most epic of epic giveaways. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for a dunk tank. We're now just $600 away from dunk.
That would just watch that happen. Just boom, 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 right in a row.
Yep.
And that $99 pledge level, that's the place to be. You get those two selfies. You get the one in space. You get the one in the clean room, which I'm personally really excited for.
I've got to $99 pledge levels for like 7 people now. Just as it's a gift for like 5 people. So I've gotten like 35 people gifts with just 6 or 7 of these $99
We just need 5 more people. 5 more people to pledge that $99. And I'm just going to show you one more time. Bam.
Increase their pledge by $5.
When we have 5 more people pledge, boom, in the water. Who do we have in the dunk tank? Can you tell?
Frank's still talking.
I thought
Chris Wait. So Chris Lewicki not only is getting that
pledge level's going down.
He's
I don't know
also
what that means.
the president of Planetary Resources and, mind you, chief asteroid miner is sitting in that dunk tank ready to get wet.
How do you spell
and then-
Lewicki? Because apparently I can't do it.
Next mark is going to get zapped
Yeah.
while soaking wet with a Tesla cannon?
Yep.
Okay,
no, I spelled it correctly. My phone just hates
This is a terrible idea, and I love it. This is great.
We should look at the instruction manual if it
I
had
don't
one.
think that has a.
No, I think
don't
it was
think
made at
there's
home
a-
in somebody's garage. So, you know, we're going to have to find out. But we're $500 away. So everybody, email somebody, get on that other screen that you have, call, get people to watch, and just be part of history here. I want to help find the hazardous asteroids out there that might come barreling towards Earth.
So on my Google Glass, this is totally nerdy, and I'm just going to mention, I haven't talked about Team Tangerine that much, but I just did this little, because, you know, did you watch an SNL sketch where he's making fun of, he's sitting there, Italian.
Yes, I have seen that one.
So I just did that while you're talking because I got the bling and I just went like this to actually see the tweet, and it was a tweet from my wife outside at the dunk tank with a nice tight shot of Chris kind of going, oh hell no. So we definitely we are two $100 pledges away. Now we're now $70 away. Is that correct? That's not what.
Are we there?
My screen says.
We should switch over.
All right, so we're definitely on the
So we got Chris Morgan's on the platform now.
Ready for an operational readiness.
All right, just let us know when we're going to switch.
I have flag on my screen, so I'm waiting. Are we there? We're $5. We're $5 away. So we're dunking. Chris Lewis, $5. $5. Come on, someone has $5. It is totally worth it. $5.
Just dump both of us.
Oh,
I'm gonna bust on my phone right
we're on
now.
Oh yeah!
Yep, that was definitely worth it.
Get ready, get ready. Hang on, they're not ready yet. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Well, it's alright. You can go live. It's
You
fine.
wanna go live? Okay, so Carrie says we can go live. Chris is going to come out. The other Chris is going to get in. Both Chris's are going to be in. Are you guys live?
Oh my god.
Is it good?
Both are getting dumped.
Are you live?
Great.
All right, and we're going to go to Diamandis on Skype afterwards.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here goes Wiki.
Oh!
We're engineers, not the
That's an engineering response to that.
Yeah! Woo! Good job, fellas. That's awesome.
Who's next? In about a week. Yeah, he's been working very hard on this campaign.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. Please be careful.
Oh, I hope you remember to take my hat off.
So it could have been a very expensive dunk tank.
Yeah, it could have been, absolutely. Oh man, that was definitely fun. When do we dunk next again? At 5,000 more? That's the deal. 5,000 more dollars.
Actually, just 4,000 more.
4,000. Yeah. Oh man, you guys really. Oh yeah, we're off them. They're clear. So you guys really overachieved, and we only need $4,000 more. Who do we dunk next after this?
Oh gosh.
I didn't hear what you just said. Well, so it was Skype that killed it before. So if we do it, we need to do it off of this network. Is the answer. Or we can maybe do it via a cell phone and patch the cell phone in. Yeah, all right, cool. So
48 minutes left. You know, I hope we get to the $1.5 million mark soon, so that Chris is extremely wet. Extremely wet when we bring out the Tesla cannon again.
Oh man, and we're not that far away. That's a little bit. I'm a little bit scared of that. The other fun thing is he's going to come back totally drenched to the set and just be sopping wet.
But you know, Ben,
you're welcome, Internet.
It's only 10,000 volts.
It's only 10,000 volts.
So Chris can take it. Our chief asteroid miner, I'm sure, in any condition, can take 10,000 volts.
You know, he's ready to go to Mars, I think, at this point, right? If he's willing to go through all of it, he's willing to do this for you guys, really, because at this point, this is your space telescope. This isn't the Planetary Resources space. They've got plenty of space telescopes that they're already sending up. This is the space telescope that you guys get to control. This is the one where you want to look at some object deep in space. You want to find Snoopy, the Apollo 10 descent module. You can do all, or it would be the Ascent. I think it was the Reascent module.
Yep, that's right.
All of that. It's for you guys. So, yeah, I mean, this is really cool stuff.
Absolutely. So one more reminder, guys. Bill Nye has been kind enough to sign this awesome poster. We have a graphic designer, Michael Hutton, and what we did was we told him, Michael, you've made so many beautiful graphics for us. I want you to put every single one of them onto a poster. Just do that. And that's what he did. So we've got the spacecraft, we've got our space selfies. This is actually the $40 add-on you can see right there. You can get the holiday card, a 10-pack of space selfies, basically any holiday you want. And actually, you know, why not write a card to a friend with your photo on it in outer space, right?
Absolutely.
It's a pretty cool idea, I think. Hey, you know, you got your typical holiday card. Where is it? At the beach, maybe. It's not in outer space. So we need to figure in how to get Peter back on here.
So if we do audio only for Peter, a phone call will work, just an iPhone, and I can patch his audio in via an 1/8-inch audio
So if you're
jack.
tuning in right now, we've got
works.
our co-founder and co-chairman, Peter Diamandis, is getting ready to close out the campaign with us in his last 45 minutes. He's going to be coming in live to share this with us.
I think it's
Peter
actually,
Diamandis.
yeah, it's just his first and last name.
All
Yep.
one word. So please, once again,
just bear with us while we make stuff. We're plugging in cables, making this happen.
This is your moment to Facebook every single person you know, LinkedIn every person you know, G+ every person you know, and say, guys, 45 minutes. Let's find asteroids together. Let's get this to the next level and get your photo in space doing it.
What a weird time we live in, where you can say, let's find asteroids together, and that's just normal. I'm wearing a cyborg implant on my face, and that's just considered normal. It's kind of a cool day, and I mean, this is really neat.
We here on the ARKYD campaign haven't been sleeping for the last, I'd say, week. So normally that would seem strange to me, but we're now used to saying things like, get your photo in space, use your Google Glass and view your photo in space.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. And then use your Google Glass to send that photo in space to all your friends, right? You got that annoying friend that takes selfies of themselves in the bathroom?
Oh, man. Be like, oh, I got a selfie from space.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't just one-up you there.
Yeah.
Right? Just a little bit more than that. That's what I plan on doing with my first, and making sure all my friends see it.
All right, so I'm going to, let's tweak your system preferences. We're going to do this live on the air. That's how that works. Go to displays. I need this to be 1080. Gather windows. And let me see the BD HDMI. Go to scaled. The one down. There you go, that guy.
All right.
That should hopefully show up. We're going to try to get Peter Diamandis back on the line. Well, we're going to try, although I'm not actually getting video through the system.
We've got our very best engineers here.
Now, we're going to do audio only at this point. Hey, Peter, welcome back.
Hey, thank you. It is a pleasure to be back.
Yeah, if you could crank the computer audio from you all the way up. Awesome, there you go. We can hear you, but we can't see you, just so you know.
Oh, well, that's a good thing, because I'm naked at the time.
Awkward!
Just kidding.
We are merely 45 minutes away from the close of this Kickstarter campaign. We are so close to being able to hit the zoo portion, the zoo extension.
We're so close. We're just $122,000 away.
Peter, what do people need to do to make it that last hump?
So, guys, here's the deal. The fact of the matter is, unless you decide you want to make this happen and reach out to your friends and family and ask them to go to the Kickstarter page and pledge, or at least come and watch this, everybody who's watching this right now is already pledged. So we're not going to make the goal simply by asking you again and again and tell you about selfies. The only way to make this goal is if you right now go off this webcast, go on your email, pick up your cell phone, and just say, hey, dude, I want you to get on this and pledge at $99. Or if you know somebody who can pledge $10,000, give them to pledge $10,000. We're at $1.48 million. That's pretty amazing already. But again, the only way this is going to happen is if you make it happen, and that means getting somebody that you know. There's one person you know that can do this. call them. Ask them right now. Send them an email. Or at least tweet it out to your friends. Send a tweet telling people, 45 minutes left to get a cosmic image and join us. We need $23,000 to get to 1.5 million. By the way, everybody, we are now the 25th top Kickstarter campaign in history in terms of total pledges, which is pretty cool.
That's amazing. So when they call people, they tweet them, what should they say? What's that one-line thing that you think will help inspire them to understand what's going on here today?
The one line is, listen, we're all sitting ducks for asteroids. I'm involved with getting a private space telescope in orbit. And it's a group of 17,000 people, and we are $23,000 shy of 1.5 million. 123,000 shy of the 1.6 million goal, and I may try and convince Chris that if we get to maybe 1.55, we might lower our asteroid zoo goal by 50K to make sure we make it. But just tell people, get on the webcast, go to the Kickstarter campaign, and pledge. And again, the people watching, if you've already given your maximum amount, take a second, and reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member. That's the way it's going to happen.
And for those who have given the maximum amount, thank you very much. We absolutely appreciate everything that you've done. But like you said, we can totally go out. We can absolutely contact more people to make this happen. Totally feels like a PBS pledge drive right now. I want the row of phones lined up with people answering the phones, ready to go. Peter, any last comments before we let you go?
I think my comments here are that this has been an extraordinary experience, and one of the benefits for pledging here and getting your friends to pledge is you go on this epic adventure. We are a company of 40 amazing space engineers who ran the last 4 Mars missions, involved in designing, building, launching, operating these 4 Mars missions. And we are going out to the asteroids. We have our first launch next April. We'll be launching a sequence of these. We just announced a major partnership and investment by the top 3D printing company in the world, 3D Systems, who came on. We're going to be mass producing these ARKYD spacecraft for finding asteroids, going to them, claiming them. Get involved. Join us. I will, for those who are online listening, if you're at $99, go to $200. And if you're, at $200, go to $400 or $500. You don't get a chance to get involved that often. So stretch it, push it, help us get to the $1.5 million goal. That's my request. Be involved. It's going to be worth it in the long run. I guarantee you, it's going to be worth it in the long run. Join us.
Thank you so much, Peter Diamandis, co-founder of Planetary Resources. He's with the X Prize Foundation. He does so much in space. If you're a space geek, you know who Peter is. And very compelling and amazing words from Peter. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to be able to do here in the very near future. And you're dry. Oh, hey, we've got Yuri. We've brought Yuri on.
Yes, this is Yuri Gagarin, who apparently flew to space in the Vostok 1.
Now, you both got that wrong.
Both Bill and I got it wrong, but I still did beat him.
That you did.
The world will know that. So it is such a great privilege to work with Peter and Eric Anderson and other. Both Peter Diamandis and Eric Anderson are our co-founders and co-chairmen. They are 2 visionary individuals who have really assembled just some of the best people in the world, both supporting this company and enabling us to do something audacious like asteroid mining, and giving us the freedom to really explore projects like this, like Kickstarter, the ARKYD Space Telescope for everyone. So, fresh from the dunk tank, we're $21,452. Oh. $21,348 away from firing up the Tesla gun.
You've got this nice chlorine smell.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I mean, and we've been discussing, I don't know, getting out of the dunk tank and then getting zapped with a Tesla cannon. Is that a good idea?
It doesn't matter. It's a fun idea, and I think that's what the internet wants to see.
Yeah. So for those who weren't watching it, I think we should do a small demonstration of its power.
Oh, should we? All right. You want to zap me?
Well, no, we won't zap. We'll just show how it works.
Let's take that
we're
off.
going to take off the expensive electronics. You take the emceeing from here.
All right. Cool. So this is the. If we could get, let's see here. Yeah, that camera on what he's about to show. I will go. There you go. All right. So. There we go. There's the Tesla cannon. You've got Chris, and let's see. Hang on. Wait, before you start, let me at least do this so we get a better chance of audio.
This is the Oatmeal's Tesla cannon.
That's right, the Oatmeal's Tesla cannon. All right, so handhelds all the way up. Go for it.
Tell me when.
Go.
Oh. Did it again.
Did you? That just looks awesome. I hope you guys were able to hear that at home because it is truly just this loud.
Did take a little bite.
So wait, you zapped yourself even though you didn't mean to zap yourself. I want one.
Kids, don't try this at home. To anyone watching, sign lots of waivers and. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Careful, there's science going on.
There's science going on. So high frequency voltage, safer than most voltage, but not exactly safe.
Still slightly painful.
So we're moving. We've got 36 minutes to go in the rest of this campaign. I actually want to get Bill Nye up here one last time.
But you are only $500 away, less than $500 away now from getting zapped from the Tesla gun again. Isn't that
No, we're not going to do it till 1.5. It's every 50K.
Oh, I thought it was every 5K. You're right. It was every 5.
Oh, wait, are you trying to lower the stakes on this?
Maybe a little bit. No, it was every 5 for dunking, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a 5 for dunking. That's what I did there.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to have to say that maybe
we should just start piling up the dunking. If you'd like to see more dunking, tell us in the chat room comments.
Right, because they're going to say no.
So if we can get to 1.485, we'll do some more dunking.
All right.
We've got some volunteers, but not till we're there. So let me go grab Bill for last words from him for the evening.
Sounds great.
And I'll be right back.
And we're only about 35 minutes away from the end of the Kickstarter campaign. Even if it stopped right now, what a wildly successful campaign. Imagine for a moment going back, not even to the start of this Kickstarter campaign, but before then and saying, look, we want to mine asteroids. What are you doing? I'm going to assume you're on that microphone and just hope that that's right. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna touch you inappropriately here for a moment. There we go.
Sorry, this is we're having some technical issues, but we're straightening them out.
There we go. So
you were saying?
I was saying that I think if we did reach the $2 million stretch goal, hard to do at this point, very, very difficult to do. But if we reach that $2 million stretch goal, I think you should go in the dunk tank.
I don't really see the connection. But
there's a connection.
I hope we reach the $2 million stretch.
It's a cosmic connection. Cosmic connection.
See, if you live here and you can drive home and change clothes, that's one thing, okay? But if you're about to get on a plane and you want, can you get in the dunk tank because it has nothing to do with space exploration? Okay, I'm with you. But I know it's an adventure. We want people to participate in the adventure of space exploration. And what are we going to mine on the asteroids?
We're going to mine water.
Water, and what's the dunk tank full of?
Water.
Coincidence? Hardly. Hardly. We are going to have dunk tanks in space.
How will that work?
There's very little gravity, but there's some. There's a little gravity. Speaking of which, by the way, did I mention the Planetary Society, the world's largest non-governmental space interest organization? I got a letter from
I'm a member.
Thank you. I love you, man. I got a letter from somebody who said, well, dust doesn't have gravity. This was the assertion, the premise of the letter. And I wrote back, actually, it does.
It's a very small amount of gravity.
Well, but
very small.
It is quite a step in thought, everybody, that not only are the books on the bookcase being pulled down by the Earth, the books are ever so slightly pulling the Earth up. It's quite strange. The same is true of the dust on the bookshelf. It's ever so slightly pulling the Earth up. If the dust were, what is the dust? A milligram?
It depends on the size of the dust, really.
Is that a good order of magnitude?
It's probably a little bit too heavy.
Yeah.
Probably in the micrograms.
So that's 10 to the -6th, then grams. Then the Earth is 10 to the 24th kilograms. So you're getting into your 10 to the 33s.
Yeah.
But
that's
still,
not much gravity, but that's actually part of the reason why the asteroids are so interesting. There's 10,000 near-Earth asteroids out there that we've discovered, and there are millions more.
Millions more.
And even though the moon seems like it's really close, the moon's got this big gravity well. It's really good for helping you walk around on the moon.
Yes.
It makes it more of a challenge to land on the moon and then to get back off of it.
Yes.
There's actually 1,700 asteroids that are closer to a rocket scientist when you're running the rocket equation.
Because you don't need any more fuel.
Exactly.
You need less fuel.
Yeah, so there's 1,700 asteroids that are
that you know about.
That we know about today that are actually easier to get to than it is to land on the surface of the moon.
That's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
The trouble is the same old thing. You got to trade money for time.
You do. There's a little bit of a time equation in that.
Yeah.
So we've got 31 minutes left in this campaign. We've created thousands of new Planetary Society members.
That's really nice, you guys. I really appreciate that. This is a great partnership, Chris, really.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not just going PBS, Ben. I'm not just going PBS.
You're allowed to a little bit, though.
What's the word? Pledge drive on you.
That was it.
I'm not kidding. It's really a good partnership because the kind of person that wants to go take a picture of him or herself in space, I signed up. I bought me one of them their selfies in space. The kind of person that does that is also the kind of person that's concerned about the advocacy, political situation of space in the United States and around the world. Education. Everybody who got excited about space got excited when they were kids, generally. And then the projects, our crazy little projects like building telescopes.
So let's make one new Planetary Society member right now. So many people listen to Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Yes.
Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Don't Tell Me.
Mr. Carl Castle, the distinctively voiced enunciator, leaves a message. How about for the next person who becomes a new member, the people who are watching the stream, who are just watching this thinking that these other people will do this. Not me, because this is going to be successful without me. The next person who becomes a new pledger to this campaign and gets the $99 pledge with that Planetary Society membership, Bill?
99 or up.
99 or up.
Feel free to give 10,000.
Yeah.
100,000. Don't let me stop you.
But the first new $99 pledger from
right now. Oh, I see. We're sucking me, and I'm going to do the voice. I will be the voice.
You're going to leave a voicemail with Bill Nye, the science guy, CEO of the Planetary Society, the largest non-governmental space organization on the planet.
Chris, yes.
We'll make it even larger by that one new person.
That would be really.
If you've been waiting for 3.5 hours to pledge, now is the time to join because Bill will make it real for you.
I'll voice your outgoing message, and you can erase it. But you can have it there for a few hours or minutes.
So we're still moving forward. I see new pledgers up there. Maybe that was the $99 level.
17,480.
We'll get our analytics to figure out if that was out there.
Yes, and we're in the Google goggles.
Yeah, we've now got 50 people who we will see who gets Bill's signed
I did
posters.
it a little while ago.
Made
in
it
the back room there.
So we'll let you know in the Kickstarter email after the campaign closes if you're one of the lucky ones to get this. And Bill's got to head back to sunny California.
It's pretty sunny here in Seattle. I just remind everybody, if those of you I've met several people on your team who
They're great people, aren't they?
They're fabulous. New to Seattle. Just remind you, in the Northwest, summer's from July to September, not June. You have to wait. In the mountains, we have a saying: anything can happen in June. Anything can happen in June. That aside, it's because the Earth is a sphere, and this time of orbit, we are leaning into the sun, and that's why we have such a gorgeous day here in Seattle at the Museum of Flight. To my understanding, the third largest airplane museum in the world. That's amazing. If that's not true, it's close.
There's a Concorde out there. That was pretty cool.
There's a Concorde, a supersonic transport airplane.
And there's a full fuselage trainer right next to us.
That's right. Here's the space shuttle right here, trainer. You jump in, fly around the Earth, land, I hope, successfully.
So, Bill, I wanted to thank you so much for your support today.
Oh, man,
we look
thank you,
forward
Chris.
to our partnership together.
It's really good.
We look forward on the anniversary of the moon landings.
Moon landing. Oh, heavens, thank you. Yes, we're going to have a motto for the ARKYD telescopes.
We're going to start that off.
Yes, on the 20th of July. And I am so old. How old are you? I was there looking at the black and white television when the guys were walking around the moon, and it changed the world.
Yeah.
And so with that,
we'll work on changing the world as well.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks you, and thanks everybody for your support. We're at almost 17,500. 10 more people. Do I care about me? Sorry, I didn't mean to slap the microphone. Do I care about me? No, it's you. You want to be in the next 10 people. I sound like KCTS here in Seattle. Public broadcasting, please support us. No, really, it's fun, and you can take a picture of yourself from space.
So we have 26 minutes to go. 17,491 pledgers.
17,000.
So, Bill, thank you very much.
Oh, man, thank you, Chris. Just great, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you. It was
Dig
awesome.
the goggles. Thank you for letting me wear the goggles earlier. They are a little crazy.
They're crazy.
492. Yes, we're getting close. Thanks, you all. Let's work together to, dare I say it, change the world. Send us your motto. We'll put it on the spacecraft. We'll put it on the system. Thank you, man.
Don't walk away with our mic.
All right. Last wardrobe of the evening change. Last wardrobe change of the evening.
That was planned.
It was planned. I hope I'm going to get this one wet, though. I hope we're going to burn holes in this shirt with high energy plasmas. But to really help us move this forward, I've been talking to you about Asteroid Zoo all day today. And I think at this point we can say we're not going to get to the exoplanets, but I want to get to the Asteroid Zoo. And you know, we've got a lot of people watching the live stream. I know every one of you has reached out to everyone that you know and has brought them into this campaign. I know that you have emailed them. I know that you have spammed everyone on Facebook, Google, Twitter, all of the different social media streams. Everyone's tired of hearing of this. You've probably saturated those channels. You may have pledged at the highest level you can. There maybe is that one more person that you're gonna call, or you're gonna decide maybe I can manage my pledge and change it for $10 more. And here's what we're gonna do with 25 minutes to go. I want to do Asteroid Zoo. We had Sir Richard Branson, as was announced this morning. He was the one that helped us lower all the goals by $100,000 so that we were able to do beta selfies and selfies in the clean room at 1.4 million. That allowed us to reduce our Asteroid Zoo goal to 1.7 million. But in these last 25 minutes, to help us really catapult and get past 1.5 million, now we're at 24 minutes. I think we're gonna adjust a goal.
All right, let's do it right here, right now.
So, you know, we can change what we want. So what we're going to do, if we can get to $1.5 million by the close, we will team with the Zooniverse to make the Asteroid Zoo. This is something that when we get to 1.5 million, there's going to be a bunch of fireworks, quite literally. We're going to create the Asteroid Zoo. We're going to make citizen science for asteroid detection and for improving asteroid detecting algorithms, for helping us find Snoopy, the Apollo 10 ascent vehicle that may be out there somewhere, maybe in that data. We're going to use this information to help us make better algorithms, to improve the Catalina Sky Survey's own algorithms if we come up with a better solution. We'll use this software on the ARKYD to help us be able to detect asteroids on the ARKYD, and we'll be able to use it at our friends at places like the B612 Foundation that are trying to build their much larger telescope. But this is really something that we think we can do in the next 23 minutes. We can get $17,038 and we can help us fund the Asteroid Zoo and really create this project for everyone. So there it is again, everyone. If you're watching, if you've got anything left in these last 23 minutes, let's raise the last $17,000 and put this over the $1.5 million mark. It's already the most successful space Kickstarter ever.
You know, it was a while ago, I mean, not even today, just a while ago.
The other thing, if we get to 1.5 million, we're going to be top 25 Kickstarter projects ever.
And it needs to be, you know, it really does need to be a space project. And the easiest way to do that is at the $99 pledge level, where you not only get those 2 selfies, you also get that membership to the Planetary Society. We just had Bill Nye on talking about that. And if you already have a membership to the Planetary Society, both Chris and I already have that membership. My wife has that membership. Space Geeks probably are already a member of the Planetary Society. Not a problem. You can gift that membership to someone else. Maybe they're a tech geek. Maybe they're almost a space geek and they just need that little extra push. You get so much stuff at that $99 pledge level, but don't stop there. If you can pledge more, do it. There's no need to stop at the $99
Yeah,
level.
and for those who are new pledgers to Kickstarter, if you're still sitting on the fence and waiting, someone's probably already gotten Bill Nye's voicemail message. But if you've never pledged on Kickstarter before, it's very easy. Just log in for an account, pledge your pledge level from $1 to $10,000 levels. As Ben was just saying, we think the $99 level is the one that at least everybody should be at. It gives you really the best of everything that we're offering. You can actually, if you pledge $99, like well, I don't want to pledge $200. That's the next level up.
Right.
Or I like what's at the $99 level. You can leave your reward at that level. You can say, I'll take what you're giving to everyone who's pledged $99 and above, except that I'm going to increase my pledge to $125 because I want to help you in the next 21 minutes raise $15,000. I got to do math on the fly here. $15,803.
After you've been dunked and zapped by a Tesla cannon.
Yes. And won the competition.
And won the competition.
Laid it down. Laid the smackdown on Bill Nye.
You did.
That's all for STEM education, and this is something that I've had a wonderful opportunity in my life and my career to do this. And at Planetary Resources, we feel it's so important to engage everyone in doing this and open it up as much as we can. Space is really fun.
It is.
It's stuff we're all very passionate about. It's very inspiring. There's a lot of beauty out there in the universe, and this is something that I am going to be so happy to take all 17,509 of you on the journey that we're going to have over the next 2 years as we create the ARKYD. So we are working on sending the camera out for dunking because we are $321 away from starting the dunk machine. You know, we have 20 minutes to go.
I think one thing you mentioned, space is fun, but it also doesn't have to be passive. It can be participatory. For, you know, up until now, we've always been shown what space is. So you've seen the astronauts fly on the space shuttle, but you can't be an astronaut. You've seen things happen in space, but you can't do that. This is your chance. Not only can you help make this space telescope go, you can control the space telescope. You can actually be in control of that thing in space. You can participate in this. This is truly incredible. It's changing how we view the cosmos.
Well, this is things that it used to take governments to do these things, but now small teams of people have the tools and the technologies to make this happen. So we are 20 minutes left in this historic campaign. We hope that we can get past the $1.5 million mark so that we can fund Asteroid Zoo. We've actually lowered that level. If you're reading the Kickstarter page, we need $15,362 more dollars. Oh, it's changing quickly. I'm happy that I can't keep up with it. 19 minutes to go. We are now just $138 away from dunking more people in the dunk tank outside.
Oh, that's definitely. The camera's moving right behind us.
So everybody increases their pledge. Oh, here we are. We're ready to dunk. So we're gonna
almost. We need a moment to move the camera.
Yes, the camera has to get into position, but you have earned your dunking. Thank very much, everyone out there.
So who are we dunking? Do we know?
I think we need to dunk someone who's dry. Chris Voorhees, standing over here, has already taken the hit. Brett looks like he needs to get wet. We're going to dunk Daniel. Daniel's an excellent choice to be dunking. Daniel was one of our first interns in the company. He joins us from the University of Washington. He's a brilliant guy, very energetic, very enthusiastic.
Far too dry.
Far too dry. So we need to dunk him. He's now a full-time employee with us at ARKYD, at Planetary Resources, where we used to be ARKYD Astronautics. So I'm happy to see everyone's rising to the challenge. I think we might make it. We're $12,697 away, 18 minutes to go.
It's doable. It's totally doable.
It's totally doable. We can get to 1.5 million. I can take a few more hits for science. We can try to get that fluorescent bulb to light up with 100,000 volts out of the Tesla cannon.
All right, so here's a quick shot. They just got the camera outside going. Here's the shot outside.
Nice.
All right, Carrie-Ann, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Carrie-Ann is plugged in and ready. Let us know when the stream switches over here, okay?
Oh, we're over there.
Doris,
We're on
you
the
still
shot.
there?
We are ready to go. They can jump anytime.
Yep. Well, no, he's ready to go. It was an accidental. We're ready to go. So let us know when we're live. Okay, we're live. All right, Daniel. You ready?
No,
you ready?
No.
Oh!
I thought that was a
Oh no!
Not yet.
Oh!
Oh, we're close.
Somebody hit the button! Ah!
Distraction.
There you go.
It's way more fun than it should be.
I think anybody else want? Mark is up next. He's going to go dunk next for the next 5,000.
All right. I'm almost for the demo though.
500.
So, yeah. Can you?
I don't know. You'd be surprised the way those numbers are wrapped up, man.
You can kind of. There you go. There you go. And let me grab the microphone. Bring that up. All right. We're ready.
All right. You got a good shot of this thing?
I think so.
So we are $11,979 away. You ready?
Oh yeah, do it. Man, it makes the hair on my arms stand up when he does that, and I'm pretty sure that's not psychosomatic. I think it actually is making the hair on my arms stand up. That's going to be fun. We are, like you said, we're just a few minutes away from the close of the entire Kickstarter campaign. What a hugely successful campaign this has been.
It has been, and this is really because of 17,500 people out there. We put this out as an experiment. We had a lot of experiments, and we talk a lot of times at Planetary Resources. We're prepared to fail. Doing engineering, doing these difficult things is difficult. Sometimes you don't always get it right. I'm being reminded we are $2,000 away from $2,000 away from another dunk. We've got 16 minutes to go. Let's make that dunk happen. But this project for us was an experiment. We put out a lot of our best ideas from some feedback from early supporters. We wanted to share this with the entire world. We wanted to create an experience that can bring everyone along and what it's like to explore space. I had an experience when I was flight director on Spirit and Opportunity that I will describe as transcendent. I mean, I get a little teary-eyed thinking about it. But you know, early in my career, to have the opportunity to work at a great place like NASA and JPL with very smart people doing very difficult things with taxpayer dollars, putting a rover on another planet, and then being able to work with a team to make that thing do something, millions of miles away. The first time that I did that, when we drove the rovers on Mars, it's experienced like none other. And this is something that with the ARKYD orbiting the Earth, we can give this experience to really everyone who wants to. Everyone who has pledged will be getting this experience, and we are $11,319 away from being able to create the asteroid zoo and being able to zap me with the Tesla cannon again. I know you want to see if we can light up the. We got to see if we can light that bulb up.
We haven't been able to do that yet.
Yeah,
you're holding it, and I don't know why. And I think they're scared to actually hit the lamp itself.
Maybe. So we have a question on battle. Where's the question?
Well, so buying T-shirts, is that the question? But can you buy T-shirts after the campaign ends if you're already a backer?
So the T-shirts that are available in Kickstarter right now are actually exclusive to everyone who's out there. These are for the early adopters, the folks who helped us make it happen. For those of you who've added them as add-ons, who you've got the special awards that we offer today throughout the campaign, we probably will be offering different T-shirts throughout time. So that's something. But to get the exclusive Kickstarter T-shirts, you've got to get that. You've got to get that in right now. So the next question is this the last chance to get on the ARKYD? I'll answer that honestly. We don't know. We have the support that we need to make this project a success. We'll be launching several of these space telescopes because of this successful campaign. We'll be making one of them available to the public. We don't know if we're going to do future things like this. We don't know if all the 17,542 have pledged. We'll have another opportunity. We're going to go back to our offices and think about this and try it again.
It may not be the last chance, but it's your best chance. I think is what you're saying.
It is your best chance. So I hope that we can get $10,389 more dollars in so that we can do Asteroid Zoo. We have 13 minutes left. If everyone who is pledgers right now, actually just to show where this is at, if everyone pledged, we have a $5,000 back here.
Oh, we are
thank you
really
very much.
close right now.
So let's get that dunk tank going. We're ready for the second dunk.
So,
we are all queued up. Let's go over.
Back to the dunk tank. There you go. We're live in the dunk tank now.
And
who do we have in the dunk tank? Yeah, we're live. Who's in the dunk tank?
All right, live.
Here we go.
This is Mark.
It's Ray Ramadurai. Ray is the gentleman who's actually here. Doesn't quite
Swing
look like
better,
Ray.
better, better.
I can't quite tell.
Swing!
Oh, he went all the way
Whoever
down.
it is, he's wet.
Very wet.
And actually, we just crossed 495. We got to queue up another one.
There's science to be done.
So let's get someone else on there. They've earned another dunk. We are $4,794 away from funding Asteroid Zoo. We're going to bust out the Tesla cannon if we cross that goal. I will go out for another dunk because I think I will have to rinse the burnt hairs off my arms after we're doing this. Thank you to whoever just pledged $5,000 at the education ambassador level. You are going to enable a classroom of your choice to have a unique experience in their life of being able to control the ARKYD. We're going to create an educational program for you. We're going to give you and your teachers the opportunity to directly control the satellite, get a pack of selfies. All right.
Sure, he doesn't look like he's in the tank just
yet.
yet.
Jake doesn't look like he's quite ready yet.
We're not ready at the dunk tank.
Yeah, but we owe our public a dunk because we passed it.
We do.
So we are 11 minutes to go in this campaign.
I think you might pull this off. You are so close.
We are so close, but don't take it for granted. With
Absolutely
11
not.
minutes, it could just end right here.
How sad would that be?
That would be pretty sad.
It would be no more Tesla zaps.
No more Tesla zaps.
That would be that alone would be sad.
Yeah.
But B, then we would miss the pull. You pull down the next stretch goal for the zoo.
Oh, we do have the dunker ready. So you asked.
There's no reason you just stand way over here.
Jake is a student at MIT.
Woo! Yeah.
Summer. That's strike one.
So
strike
close.
Two. And
all the way in.
Yeah. He didn't stay in for long. That water is cold.
No, dude, she hit it.
So we are now just
like the only person
$36 away from our $1.5 million stretch goal. We've adjusted the Asteroid Zoo goal down to $1.5 million. I want to do this project so much, but I will only do it, and the company will only do it if we can get to $1.5 million today. We have 10 minutes and $3,882 away. My high school math professor will be proud of the on-the-fly subtraction.
I'm proud of you. I'm trying to keep up, and I'm like, dude, I can't do that.
I did lay waste to Bill Nye. Oh, and we've got...
You've got everyone. I'm going to jump off camera so I can zoom this out and so we can see the whole team.
All right, wait, watch out for your microphone, though, sir.
That would have been awesome.
So this is the Planetary Resources team. I am proud of everyone here. We've got actually a little bit less than half the folks that are here this summer. Chris, you want to... here, let me give you a mic if you can just... This one is on, although I don't know. The levels are up. It will be in a moment.
Go ahead.
Chris, you want to say a few words? We are 9 minutes away from closing this historic campaign. From being the 25th most successful Kickstarter campaign ever.
Really?
The most successful space campaign, the most successful photography campaign, but we need $344 more.
It's a campaign with the most heart.
It is.
It's all heart.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really happy of where we've gotten to. We've got 17,000 supporters. As you said, 17,560 co-investigators.
Yes, each person is a co-investigator in our grand experiment on bringing the public directly into accessing space with us. And it's going to be a pleasure to see what comes next. And I just think it's great that we're bringing everybody along for the ride.
Yeah, so still 9 minutes. We're about into the 8-minute now. Come on, we've got $3,218 left to go. We've got another dunk that we could queue up. Who is going to take the next dunk here? Anybody? Volunteers?
Come on.
Come on. Billy! Oh no, Billy! Billy will take the dunk. Billy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay.
30 seconds, your intro.
Hi, I'm Billy Allen. I'm a mechanical engineering intern. I came here from Georgia Tech. I'm doing pretty much everything mechanical related. Like, I don't know, all the guys on this team, they've been giving me a little bit of everything to do. And I'm totally loving it here. I think this project's amazing. I totally want to do outer space stuff after college. This has been a really great experience.
All right,
and I'd love to get dunked for it.
Yeah, hand it to Pete. We have 8 minutes to go. $2,949. And we can fund the asteroid zoo. We can light up the Oatmeal's Tesla cannon one more time on my feeble arms. I will happily take another turn at the dunk tank. 7 minutes to go. I know we can do it. Everyone, if you could just increase your pledge, this is so easy to do. You can actually stay at that $99 level where you're giving all these benefits. You can just manage your pledge and add $1. If everyone watching right now were add $1 to their pledge, we can get over that 1.5 million mark and make this happen. We're already putting a spacecraft and a space telescope in control of your hands. We are giving tens of thousands of people space selfies. We've got education packages going. We'll give you beta selfies next year, but we are $2,346 away from being able to do the asteroid zoo and fire up the Tesla cannon one more time. So thank you so much to everyone who's out there. With 7 minutes left to go, we've had so much fun on this campaign. Pete, what's been the thing for you? Did you ever think you would be doing something like this?
No, this is just an amazing opportunity, and what excites me most is I've always thought that getting education involved, the K through 12 education into space, bringing it to them and helping get that message to the young kids, it's tremendous, and I've always wanted to do something like that. I never thought it would be on a vehicle like Kickstarter, but it is tremendous, and your support is absolutely appreciated.
So a few more people coming onto camera. This is Ray. We've got Hannah. Everyone has talked to Frank, Dr. Beasley. I want to call out one special individual. Lydie has been our town crier. Every time we pass a major milestone, we're going to be here. So Lydie, we're so close. 149. $247 away.
The next one's going to do it. Next one's going to do it.
So everyone, we've got 5 minutes left in the campaign, $118, and we can fund the asteroid zoo.
$1.5 million!
So everyone, we are going to create the Asteroid Zoo. We're going to partner with the Zooniverse, the world's largest citizen science community. Dr. Chris Lintott partnered with the Adler Planetarium, and enabled by the Catalina Sky Survey down in Tucson, Arizona, my alma mater. Go U of A, Ray's alma mater. Go Wildcats. $1.501 million. Keep it going. We owe you a dunk. We owe you a Tesla cannon. I think we'll keep going here for another 5 minutes, and then we'll give you your Tesla cannon. We can start deciding who gets to shoot me, but I got my finger like you did. Yeah. So, what do you think about this, Ben?
This is an amazing day for science. This is pretty incredible. It's just an honor to be a part of it. You know, just being here, watching everyone and their energy and the enthusiasm, and watching one of the most successful space campaign on Kickstarter ever unfold is kind of a historic moment. And I hope this is something, I hope that this inspires other people as well to do amazing and great things in space, because this is the beginning, not the end.
Yeah, so
Vanguard's in here too.
Yeah, so we have been supported by an incredible group of people, the Planetary Community Vanguards. These are volunteers who have dedicated their time and their effort and their intellect in giving us a bunch of great ideas on how to run this campaign. Many of them were here with us at our launch event, and many of them are now here again supporting us at our closing event. And I really want to thank each and every one of them for everything that they have done for the campaign. We've got 3 minutes left to go. We have funded the Asteroid Zoo. You guys have earned another firing of Oatmeal's Tesla cannon. I can't wait for it. I just learned about that thing Friday night, and I thought the people need a Tesla cannon. We owe you. We're going to be close to owing you 2 dunks here. Just to let everyone know who's watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for pledging. Thank you for stretching. Thank you for apologizing to your significant others for pledging too much to the campaign. We and everyone here at the company are really going to do everything we can over the next year and 2 as we build the ARKYD and the fleet of satellites that will be bringing you this, the public telescope really for everyone, bringing space within reach. You're going to hear a lot more about our story, and you're going to be a part of that story as we start doing this in this unprecedented project. We are now in the top 25 of all Kickstarter projects. We're really showing a new way for doing science, technology, and space projects that has never been possible before, and it's because of 17,600 people out there. Someone in the chat room said they just raised theirs from $200 to $1,000. Baylor, thank you so much. We have 2 minutes left in this campaign. I'm getting a little choked up. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
We should do a countdown.
Countdown.
We should do a countdown. Do we have a second?
We're not quite ready to do the dunk tank lives, right? We have 60. Oh, here we go.
No, we have to move the
60-second countdown.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
So 55, 54, 53, 17,602 funders, $1.504 million. This has been such an amazing 33 days since we launched this here at the Museum of Flight at the in the Charles Simonyi Space Gallery here today. I want to thank Sir Richard Branson again today for his generous pledge towards our campaign, allowing us to lower our stretch goals. I want to thank our partners, the Planetary Society. I want to thank Spacevidcast, Ben and Carrie Ann. I want to thank everyone on my team who has been absolutely working themselves ragged this past month to make this campaign happen. But most of all, I want to thank everyone out there for taking a bet on an interesting new idea and supporting this project. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Zoom out.
This guy right here, he did all the work. This guy right here now has all the work. Oh, dropped a mic. Sorry about that, people. All right. So the final tally, as it shall be recorded in history, on June 30th, Meteorite Day, 17,611 backers, and that is each and every one of you, and you have pledged $1,505,251 to enable space within reach with everyone, to create a space telescope for everyone, to do space selfies, giving people that experience of touching the cosmos. We're going to have a lot of fun as we fulfill these pledges. We're going to giving you updates every step along the way. This has been truly historic, and it's thanks to everyone out there. I think now we'll probably cue some dunk tanking here, and we'll get ready for some zapping. So I don't know, dunk tanking or zapping first?
Well, if we do zapping first, that gives us a chance to move the other camera out for.
Oh, well, zapping first then. All right. All right.
I'll take your mic so that we don't destroy it. And congratulations, by the way. Fantastic job. All right. So for those of you watching at home, right as we hit the final countdown, I lost control of my switcher, so I'm trying to get that back. We've got the one camera that will work, certainly. So we're going to let that do its thing. I'm going to unplug that, so hopefully it'll time out. Oh, man. And let me get this handheld going.
Do you want to get the mic ready?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll get the handheld going so you can hear. We'll just drop this.
Give us a good get close enough to the camera here.
There you go. I'll do drop that over there.
Oh, you're gonna do my right arm. Why is this side better?
I thought it was because it hasn't been hit as much.
Well, I actually kind of prefer my left arm.
All right, well, we'll do that. All right.
Test that thing out.
All right.
All right, are you set up, Ben?
I'm ready. You can do this.
All right. This is like totally nuts. Don't do this at home.
Only in a museum?
Only in a museum, and only under the supervision of trained electrical engineers and other folks. No, I like to see my... Well, okay, I'll do that.
Let's just not melt it onto your head.
Yeah. This is our special asteroid mining hat. I hope it doesn't shake off. So for everyone out there, you deserve it. $1.5 million. Asteroid Zoo. Here we go. And so, you sure you know how to run that thing?
All right, here we go.
Keep going. All right, now the other side. We can't get this thing to light out.
It smells, doesn't it?
Wow. All right,
Lord.
Here we go. Last one. All right, and now one more. All right.
That's ridiculous.
All right, which camera feed are we on?
All right, so we're still local. Hang on, let me work on. Let's see if that brought us back. Nope. One of these. All right, we are now on the dunk tank.
All right, we're on the dunk tank.
I like how they're replaying the video back there. Dude, that one, some of those look painful. I think they're going to blow out your elbow, man.
Like hell.
Oh, man. All right, who do we have?
Is our audio off?
No, my audio's up. Your audio's clear. Who do we have out in the dunk tank? Do we know yet?
No, we're sending right over to find out.
All right, awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Just waiting to see who actually gets dunked. I hope everyone enjoyed the webcast. I hope you all had a lot of fun. This was a pretty epic campaign. It was thrilling to watch everyone join us, watch it live, and be a part of history. I think we're going to look back at this and kind of say this was the beginning of citizen space science, as it were. All right, who do we have in the dunk tank? Billy. Who's Billy? Chris?
Billy is our intern from Georgia Tech.
Intern from Georgia Tech. All right, we're live on him and ready to dunk whenever you are.
Okay, we're live on them, so stay ready to go. Okay.
Oh, anime. Oh, I thought that was a hit. In the tank he goes. Now, do we owe him 2 dunks, don't we?
We do owe 2 dunks.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we're still live on them, correct?
Yes, still live. And can we tell who this is? Yeah, teeny tiny little windows makes it hard to see.
That's, I think, Josh.
Oh, just straight in. Wow.
Very nice.
Well done. And well done, Internet. Well done, global science community. You guys did a fantastic job. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the webcast. We're going to be signing off here shortly. And what, wait, we got more? More people? All right. I mean, we'll give it to the Internet. You did make it over. I'll take it.
One more. Oh, Hannah has to do it. Hannah, is a system engineer with us. She worked on Curiosity, on the radar, and systems that helped Curiosity land. And now she's going in the dunk tank.
And Curiosity did land very well, and we all thought that was crazy. But it's only crazy till it works. Here we go. Oh. Almost, no. All the way in.
All right, let's come back to here and then we'll close.
All right, hang on. I have to do a little switch. I have to do magic. I think this is the magic I have to do. All right, I apologize for the black, everyone. Hopefully that made it go. Sweet.
So everyone, all 17,614 of you, this is the beginning of something brand new. And we'll stay tuned. Kickstarter and the updates are now exclusively available to you as members of the Kickstarter community. We're going to be giving you frequent updates of what's going on. The next thing you'll get from us is probably an update email, just kind of describing everything. And then we'll have things like surveys and how to fill out your pledge levels, and just getting through those detailed questions. You are going to be with us the next several years on a journey unlike any that has ever been taken. We're going to take you along with you as we finish the design and build of the ARKYD space telescopes. When we launch the A3 off the International Space Station next year, when we blow it out the Kibo airlock, and everything in between. This is something that you made happen. I want to thank each and every one of you. I look forward to meeting you when I'm out in the public talking about this, when members of our team are out there. We couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. I want to thank you so much. And for all of us here at Planetary Resources, signing off here on June 30th at the end of our epically successful Kickstarter campaign. Thank you so much.